Morning, guys. I wonder if you can tell that I'm just awake, like not too long ago. Oh, it's just such a short sleep, man. I could have slept more. But then when I was going to bed, I realized I gave everyone the wrong time. If you check my YouTube video and you check the Ian live stream schedule, I'm actually 1 hour behind on the timings that I gave everyone. So if there are some people who's trying to wake up, like they set an alarm because of my video, and I ruined them, oh god, it's my fault that I made everyone late, basically. The thing is that I was so unsure of that timing as well. I kept changing it 1 hour back and forth because I was like, this website is telling me this website is telling me that, and I wasn't very sure. It turns out, yeah, oops, I'm wrong. So I'm sorry to anyone who's watching this stream, and then after you tune in and you're like, didn't Cookie say it was this timing? Why did he start the stream early? Yeah, it's on me. So gomenasai. But yeah, anyways, here I am. Yeah, it's only 22 minutes left till the stream begins. So yeah, it's a morning stream for me. Yes. Um, this should be a short stream. I don't think I will stay in the stream for too long. Like after the stream ends, because I'm gonna go out for a little vacation of sorts. Basically, I'm going to visit Malaysia for a day trip. So yeah, with my friends. Um, and then I think I will film like a little summary video tomorrow. After my full training ends, basically. So yes, good morning to everyone, or good night to where you are. I wonder if my European viewers, if you somehow choose to stay awake. Because if you somehow choose to stay awake, then congrats. This is way past like this is abnormal timings of stream. I only do this stream if I'm editing, but I don't do this stream for like playing AK and whatnot. What was I doing last night? I mean, I went for my night exercise. I told you guys I had a training yesterday night. That's why I got home at like 3:30 a.m. and I'm sleepy actually. From then. I mean, 6 hours of sleep is enough, but I'm still sleepy. 6 a.m. where you are, 4 a.m. where you are. Oh goodness. I mean, 10 p.m. is fine. 10 p.m. just means you're American. You are the target audience. If right now where you live is nighttime, Yostar loves you. Understand that. So yeah, 10 a.m. here in PH. Is my call okay? My call's fine. Um, I hope I didn't look ugly while doing sit up. But then again, who looks good when doing exercises? Some people might, but like yeah, I hope I didn't look too bad. I did reflect and think like, was I doing proper sit-ups? Because I thought about it, I was like, I feel like I cheated a bit. So it looks like it's proper sit-ups, but when you do sit-ups, there's two things that you need to do. Or two mistakes that I made. Um, One is apparently in my country, when we sit up is a physical test that we actually have to take. One of the components, we have three components that test the guys in the country. One is push up, one is sit up, and the last one is running. So one of the rules of sit up is apparently our back or like our shoulder blade must fully touch the ground. So I can't like stay up, that kind of thing. And like my shoulders or like my arms need to drop a bit, then they will count that as a proper sit up. So what I mean by cheated a bit is I kind of didn't like I dropped, but I wouldn't say I dropped all the way. But it's already hard enough, right, to do 115. And then the second rule is you have to cup your ears. So like you put your hands around your ears like that and go up. So if your hands like don't cup, so as you're moving up, if you lift your hand, it's like using arm force, and they don't count that as a proper sit up as well. So of course, as soon as I get tired, that happened a little bit more often, but I still tried my best to keep it in. Sit-ups is tough, I would say. Um, I feel like sit-up is fine if you're thin, or like if you are not a very heavy person. Uh, I used to do better in sit-ups, but now I do better in push-ups, which is weird. So yeah, I look tired, not awoken yet. I mean, the stream, that's what the stream is for. The Ian stream shall wake me up, I suppose. Do I have cramp on my stomach? No, I don't. I don't think I have like like if now when I exercise, if I feel cramps or if I feel pain, then it means I'm not working out. I have a belief. My belief is if you are fit, right? Or like if you are someone that exercises, you must um do it often enough. So okay, how to tell you don't exercise at all? I mean, some of you already know, but there's a physical reaction to tell that you do not exercise at all, which is if you exercise for once and the next evening, like the evening itself or the night itself, you feel pain, like you feel sore, it means uh you've never actually exercised. But if you don't feel the soreness after some time, so you exercise for like 7 days, you exercise for 2 weeks, and you no longer feel sore, you're probably fine. A lot of people complain about exercising because they're like, oh, so pain, oh, my back pain, oh, my arm pain, and everything. Actually, the thing is, if you do it enough, you won't feel pain really. So, like, yeah, I do train my abs sometimes, and no, I don't feel cramp. Once I feel cramp, it means I realize I never worked that part of my body, and that's a problem. That means I'm not doing a complete workout. How about like slight physical fatigue? But physical fatigue is normal when you exercise. It just is because like you will just get tired. But there's a way to say that you would actually know. If you make your exercise more intensive every time you do it, like more intensive than the last time that you did it, then of course you will always feel worse or like more fatigue. But if you're always working out the same because you're like maintaining your body or something, then no, you'll get less tired as time goes on. So yeah, you decided to do sit up with me, 115. Here you go. Oh, all the best, man. 115 is not normal, honestly speaking. I don't even know if it's healthy. But if you do like sets of 10, which is a bit of how I broke it down yesterday, I think it's possible. So yeah. Yes, today is the Ian stream. I realize some of you don't know what I'm streaming for, which is a bit funny. But we're watching the Ian stream. Do I have expectations for the Ian stream? Honestly, nope. Cause after seeing the JP stream, I'm like, how is the Ian stream supposed to top it off? Yeah, it's a bit strange for me to say that. I now suddenly think that the Ian stream will not do as well as the JP stream. But also having that perspective because, like, in terms of merch, I don't think they can announce that much. Unless they are okay to not sell to America and they continue to sell merch. I feel like Yostar believes that America is the biggest place that buys merch, which might be true by their statistics. But in all honesty, the interest for merch is probably higher elsewhere. And the only reason that we're not buying is one, shipping, two, prices are stupid high. And like a lot of the things that Yostar personally chooses to sell, like at least in global, are all resold items. By resold, I mean it's things that we've already seen in the CN version, so they sell it in Taobao, for example. So it's always so much cheaper to just buy from the China store rather than from the Yostar store. I've never understood like why the bunnies, for example, have a pricing difference. You know, if you guys buy bunnies, some of you probably do, and if you feel scammed by me saying what I'm about to say, continue to feel scammed. Because I think the bunnies cost 3 times more if you buy from the Yostar store than if you were to buy from the CN store. You know, and like I think till now it just never made sense. So yeah. We're here for the beans. Yeah, I guess I'm here for the beans. I don't know if they'll do beans this time. I'm here for seeing who their host is. Who did they bother to grab? So yeah. I qualified for bingo lockout. Did I? I just woke up. I have no idea. Where do you see that I qualified for bingo lockout? Is it London Dragons itself? Let's go and check. Oh, and because tomorrow is my last day of streaming. What am I talking about? Tomorrow is my last day of training. I will plan my streaming dates after this. I will need to hurriedly arrange the story readings and some of the gameplay that I want to give you guys. Oh, I qualified. How am I 15th place? Oh, I'm 15th place in the qualification. That's quite cool. Is it not? Look at that. I'm 15th place. Is this in order? Or is it not in order? Who am I battling? Anyone here that I know? No, I don't recognize these names. I recognize Lafik a bit. Oh, ARKNT, I definitely recognize. He was in the previous bingo lockout as well. So what, these are my competitors? Oh no. Oh, I recognize Jasu. I don't know why. I just recognize you. You probably speak my server. Oh, these are the crazy guys. These are the ones who say that I want to rush. Okay, let me see. Lazy Couch I also recognize. Wait. Oh yeah, Lazy Couch. Yeah, I recognize Lazy Couch. Oh shit. Is this Shiraki? The Shiraki that I know? Oh, Night Age. Night Age is also in the previous tournaments. Who's is also in the previous tournaments, I think. Like Hero as well. Isaac. Which Isaac is this? Wait, I recognize this name. This one on 29. I've seen one name before. Tender Breeze I also recognize. Seven players managed to complete all 20 squares on the scoreboard. Fastest player to complete is only 46 minutes. Four players managed to complete the required 13 squares in under 10 minutes. Oh my god. Okay. So when's the qualifiers? July 13th to July 20th. I'll tell you guys what I'm gonna do because for Bingo Lockout, they will live stream these 4 days. Like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. There's no day 5, just day 4. Oh yes, I offered to them that I can cast for them. I don't know if they will make me cast for them because I'm a participant now. Um, but they did say that they don't mind trying to let me cast. Although they have other content creators who are mainly there. Because I think I'm the most comfortable with like hosting an event if I wanted to. So there's a chance that I might still be casting. I don't know. I have to go and message them and check. But if I am casting, that means I'm most likely only casting day 1 and 2. And basically I'll cast when it's not my turn. But in the case of this, so round of 64, um, but everything is single elim. So if I just lose, that's it, and I'll be okay. I'm not so pent up like, oh, I gotta win this whole thing. Um, this is not stream. I will stream my route. Ian's live, yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's 15-minute timer. It's 10-minute timer, and it's probably on a loop. So yeah. Okay, but I will stream my round. Okay, so you guys get to watch and see if I qualify or not. Then if I qualify, then oh, I go to the big show. So that will be good. Um, you're right behind me. Oh yeah, I recognize your name now. I see you, Jasu. Oh no, I don't recognize you from Discord. I recognize you from Twitch. Yeah. All right. Okay, hold on. Slack while, slack while. Um, My YouTube is lagging. I love when it lags. Makes me cry. Okay. All right. Chat. As per usual, you know the drill. You've done it before, and you'll do it again. This right here is the official Arknights PC client. Ta-da! Yeah. Okay, please go ahead and download LD Player for yourself if you haven't. If you're new to the game, you only play on phone, you know where to play. All right, this will work. You'll get beautiful IS runs. You can clip yourself, as in the form of a video. You can submit it to YouTube, and voila, you can show off how good of an AK player you are. This is the one. This is the one. People tell you other abilities. No, no, no. This is the one. LD player. All right, everyone. Thanks, LD player, for sponsoring the stream. And let's watch the main stream. I swear, last time when I watched the freaking stream, it turns out there was a copyrighted music, and that pissed me off. And it might happen again. If it does happen again, I'll be so pissed. You all remember the Narantia running animation that they did the last time? Turns out there was a copyrighted song. So yeah. Oh my god, this looks like some kind of Facebook restaurant city. That's really cute. Yeah, I have a feeling that this is copyrighted. Which... Okay, you know what? The song doesn't sound as banger as the last time around. I had to keep the Pepe music up because I'm like, oh shit, banger, man. Whatever that they found. I actually wanted to put that song in my own playlist because I thought it was quite a nice tune to it. And turns out I went to search up the song that they used in the Pepe stream, and it was royalty free music. But I'm like, then why are you copy striking me in my own YouTube for what? Wait, does the official USA store sell beans? They do, right? If they don't, I'll be surprised. Can someone also explain? Because I actually don't know how, like, I don't know how the beans thing started. What is the history of beans? Is beans official or fan made? Is what I don't know. It was from an artist. Is it from a meme? It got co-opted into official. Yeah, that's what I think. Right? When Nian first released, and then there was Nian Bean, was it drawn by Hypergraph? Or was it like someone drew them as a bean, and then everyone loved it, and then Hypergraph said, can we make beans out of it? And then from then on, beans are a thing. I need to go and check, man. I want to search the history of beans. Why? Like, how did beans come about, really? It was an artist who made a platinum bean in the past. Okay, let's search up the history soon enough. Then we go and take a look. Tried to research for it for a video, but couldn't find because artists he did reach out have gone inactive. Ah. We'll go and see how. Yeah, we'll try to research for it again. Let's see what's the latest details that we can find. Iceberg Vault. Is his Iceberg Vault the Iceberg of AK or something like that? Why does no one seem to like the food? Everyone seems to be saying that the food is spicy. I like the Yu Chibi. The Yu Chibi is wonderful. I guess only Blaze likes the food. Patch highlights, new event preview, community events, new merchandise. This stream is gonna be fast, isn't it? Compared to yesterday. Yesterday was felt nearly 3 hours. Quite long of a JP stream. Actually, is it the longest JP stream? Let me go and check. I know it's JP. What's so long? Oh, surprisingly not the longest. What the heck? The previous two were longer. Average JP timing. Look at that. Look at this is consistency, my friends. Just like the Japanese trains. You know, keeping to the timing. JP with their 2-hour merchandise and 1-hour actual news. As long as they got the order correct, when you talk about the game news, then the merchandise, I'm all for it. You know, I've always like flamed the JP streams because they did the unnecessary things first when everyone is there for like the one news. Of course, you can say maybe viewership technique, but like it's just annoying as a viewing experience. But they need to understand that, yeah, some people might drop off from the stream, but even so, if the merchandise stuff is entertaining, people will just stay and watch. Yeah, but I feel like this is gonna be a 1-hour stream on the EN side. Okay. I will turn on the music when it's 10 seconds. It is about 10 seconds. Ready? Why is you kicking Dusk? That's so sad. Come back tomorrow. Alright, chat. Stream ended. Goodbye, guys. Come back tomorrow.
Wake up, Doctor. I know you must be very tired right now, but there's still lots of work that needs to be done. We can't afford to have you resting. Sorry, just teasing. We're all done for today.
Is Yui banner 2
But
weeks or
if
3
you
weeks? 2
want to
weeks.
rest, you
All
want to
banners are
head
2
back to
weeks.
your
No
cabin.
banners are
It's
3
such a
weeks in the
cold
game.
out here. Oh, actually, Blaze came back from Baidzao a few days ago, and she's only just found the time to hand in her report on the trip. It might not have been an official
Did the main
Rhodes
artist
Island
change?
mission, but a lot
We're
of
not going
things happened
3D.
while she was there.
I'll be
I
going
guess the whole
dormitory
ordeal has had quite an effect on her,
to
considering
Chibi
how
2D.
deeply tied she was to it all. Speaking of Baidzao, we've never been there, have we? The youngest brother of the Soy family, Yu, was based there, but he's now joined his siblings aboard Rhodes Island. Oh, no, not you, Doctor. His name is Yu.
I sit
He's
up,
a
so no one asked me to
legendary
do
chef
anything.
who also ran a highly
I have no
regarded
challenge
restaurant in Baidzao
for this stream.
called Savors at Yu's. Remember his first day on Rhodes? Neon pulled him away to make her a hot pot, which ended up turning into a mini Soy family restaurant. Oh, it must have given some of the Yanese operators
I swear, all of you
quite the
calling
scare.
It
Only took 5 days for you to bond with our kitchen crew and find his
How
footing.
uncultural of
Now
you.
he's even trying his hand at non-Yanese cuisines. I suppose they don't call him the best chef in Baidzao for nothing. Blaze also put together.
That's how Mia
information
pronounce
from the
it.
trip for
Oh wait,
us.
for real? She
Let's
said
take a
you?
look together,
No, she said
Doctor.
you? Oh no, she's Ian. I think I also like you a lot because I appreciate chefs, honestly. I think in the world, chefs is one of my favorite occupation. Actually, not as for a job for me to work, but I respect people so much for taking up cooking professions. I should become a chef? No, I won't become a chef, but I wouldn't mind learning how to cook very well. I like Yui's eyes. I really like his artist. He's the younger brother? He's the youngest brothers. I think I'll learn the significance of the food once I read this story. The significance of the table. Where's the rest of them? Well, you gotta read the story to learn. Or come read the story with me. You all need to understand. According to Sui, at least the Sui law,
Allow me to formally
the siblings aren't supposed to
introduce
meet each
our
other.
other host for today, a new friend of ours.
Actually,
Yenny's restaurant,
as the
Savers
every
and Views.
half anniversary for
Yeah,
us, oh, they
yeah.
drew the chibi.
Here, a tangerine cake, fresh out of the oven. Give it a try.
This is, I guess, it's ENVA.
Hmm.
With every CN anniversary, or like every, every CNY team event,
Is this a Bide Cao
actually the
special?
story is getting sadder
No
and sadder.
wonder Blaze wouldn't stop
'Cause
talking about them
the
after
siblings
she
are
got
gathering.
back.
And they're not supposed to gather.
In fact, I'd say Bai Zhao's real specialty is just food in general. After all, the name Bai Zhao means 100 stoves in Yanese, and refers to tending all cooking stoves under heaven.
Right? I suppose they say, to the people, food is heaven. That's a Yanese saying your sister Shu taught
It's
me.
actually okay for them together.
That sounds
no.
like Shu alright. And she's not wrong.
But
She
more like they
also
can't
mentioned a
they can't
Bai Zhao
fully gather.
tradition,
Yes, I'm still
some
missing two of
special
the stories.
event
I will
called,
know the full picture soon.
what was it again?
The Feast of 100 Delicacies. It's held every year during the Mid-Autumn Festival, when the True Long holds a dinner for mandarins of all ranks to discuss state affairs. Big restaurants go
That sounds
wild
good.
copying the feast menu. And
I
eventually,
don't think I enjoy the
they become
ENVA for
popular
this
street
one.
foods you can get at
There's
hawker
very
stands.
likely like all the
I
sweet
see.
siblings. I will probably
Bai Zhao
run
really
Chinese
is a
voice
culinary
for you.
paradise.
Well, of course.
Because I've done that anyways.
Whether
I
you're
I always go for
delicacies,
their
then
regional
four major
voice lines.
cuisines, or your typical snack, you'll be able to find what you're looking for in Bai Zhao. Though my own cooking skills are unmatched, the chefs from the 4 great restaurants are extraordinary cooks too.
I've heard those 4 restaurants will serve any Yanese dish you can think of. Blaze was telling me how she took part in a chef selection at Ding Feng Lo. If I ever get the chance, I'd love to try eating there.
Ding Feng Lo.
Right,
Rooftop
Blaze
restaurant?
culinary talent. I'm tragically familiar
I'll find out
with
when I read the
those.
story.
But if you want some proper
You only have
Yanese
CN
home
language if you play the
cooking,
CN version.
the obvious
No.
choice is my own Savers
CN can run
and
EN
Views.
voice as well.
You won't find better flavors in all Bai Zhao, I guarantee it.
Neon did mention your restaurant before.
CN version can play
and
all the
I
voice
remember
lines.
seeing a package from it here at Rhodes Island. The return address was from the acting manager.
That's right. I asked my buddy Jiang to take care of Saver's.
I don't know if the CN
Might be
players
away,
actually like the
but
Ian
her stove
voices.
can never go out. There are still plenty of hungry customers.
Yeah,
to
I'm
feed
aware.
after all.
Exactly. CN receives some English voices before us even.
Oh, it'd be a terrible pity if Baizhao ever ran out of such tasty treats. I've heard that stoves line the streets of the city and crowds gather around them to watch the chefs work. Is that true?
Makes for quite the sight, doesn't it? Those are actually stoves the restaurants use for cook-offs, but they have other uses
We actually
too.
get the 24 OP voice lines.
Awfully convenient.
It's
That
not something they'll
package I
announce
got
on this
came
stream.
With a few photos of Baizhao.
If they do, they'll do it in like
Seeing
the
is believing,
event
as they
announcement.
say. Why don't we have a look, Amiya?
Ah, Harlequin, permanent hire.
Is that one of the stoves you just mentioned?
It is. It will absorb any nearby stupidities and use them to fill its skill gauge. Huh, there's one. A stupidity. It's a spirit born of the meals.
What the
people
heck? It's
cook
called a
every
what
day.
now? It's called a
It can't be
stupidity?
blocked, and it
What
will
a-
keep
what a
moving towards
word.
The stove so it can be absorbed.
The stove's skill gauge is nearly full. I'm guessing it will give the enemies a powerful attack, just like one of our operators.
That's right. Once its skill gauge fills, we can manually activate its skill, summoning Sapid Auspice that deal true damage to all enemies in their path.
I'm guessing that this dragon is not a one-shot kill.
Amazing!
It's just
We can
some
take out
amount
the
of
enemies
damage.
in one go. Oh,
Can we?
But even so, we can't get comfortable.
Sure enough, if a stupidity gets damaged by an enemy 5 times, it will transform into a vapidity.
Stupidity
What's a
and
vapidity?
vapidity?
They're abominations born of the
Huh?
meals people discard. And just like stupidities, they
My
can't
God.
be blocked.
They decided to change one letter
It changed
in the
direction.
word.
It's headed right for the derelict stone.
Yeah, what's the base word of vapidity? Is it not vape?
Vapidity.
And then what's the
approach
base
them
word
on
of
their own,
stupidity?
And the derelict stones
Sape.
absorb nearby ones, just like regular stones. Once it's
Oh, vapid!
full,
Oh!
you will automatically release a vapid blight, which will deal true damage to all our allies in its path.
They fill up derelict stoves, yet can't be blocked? They really are dangerous foes. So how are we supposed to stop them?
Let's have Blaze demonstrate. Once a vapidity is attacked 15 times, it will turn into a
Hey, what the
stupidity
hell?
and start moving towards a regular,
Ooh,
feeling its skill
enemy
gauge
5 times, we
revive.
15 times? How's that fair?
Birds, as long as we clean up the vapidities as quickly as possible, there'll be more and more
Ooh.
stupidities on the battlefield, turning things to our favor. I see. This means we should be deploying operators with rapid attacks.
Correct.
Honestly,
Controlling the number of stupidities
keeping to the
and
theme of all the
vapidity on
CNY
field
events,
is
it's
key
always
to
about
victory.
multi-hits.
Fighting's just like cooking, really.
The event that appreciates
Slow roast
snipers.
it to perfection. Don't rush it.
Lapland is king for this event.
Well
No.
said. I'll
I mean,
keep that
she's
in
just
mind.
good in general, to be honest.
Something else to keep in
DOT
mind is that
is
the enemies
going to be
will
good for this
also be
event.
doing all they
I mean,
can to defeat the
take back your
stupidity.
Tawns, your Eton, your
Taking some
Escalon,
advantage.
your
Oh,
Blue
that
Poison.
enemy shaped like a wine cup just pulled a stupidity its way.
That one's called a vanity. It can pull stupidity in range towards itself. Quickly
What is with
turning it
naming your
into
enemies and your
stupidity.
mechanics so close to each other?
Unique ability.
Vanity.
We'll have to take care of it before it can act.
See that food
My
delivery box
brain's gonna
floating around
scramble when
over
I read the
there?
enemy names once this
Oh
event
my.
releases.
It's pulling
Forethought.
stupidities and vapidities into a hidden compartment.
It's called a
You're gonna confuse the
forethought.
VAs as well.
It can absorb up to 4 stupidities or vapidities in total.
Bro, imagine them holding the
And
script like,
can fill up
sap
their
it,
stones
vap it,
with an
sap it,
equivalent
vap it.
amount of skill points.
Is that so? Then we have to destroy them before they reach the derelict stone.
and then afterwards, eventually
That's right.
Ian
But
will
to get
become
once defeated,
stupidity.
it spawns vapidities equal to the total it's absorbed.
Feels like it'll be a bit tricky to deal with.
It's not the only enemy that can absorb these apparitions either. Look at that one.
Its cheeks are all puffed up.
Yeah, you guys are wondering where are all the terms.
That one's called wealth, and it's got a copper coin.
We are part of the game as well. We're an enemy
Spits
too.
out that coin. Whoever it hits
Stupidity.
will feel sharp pain, like
E
the burn
attack.
of hot oil.
E defense,
Not the
E
nice
resistance,
feeling.
E health, E thinking.
It would be best if we deprive them of their coins before they got too close to our operators with low defense. Like, say, deploying specialist operators as bait. Watch
Is
out
this like
though,
some kind of charge
it can
attack
absorb
guy
nearby
again?
stupidities and rapidities to replenish its coin supply.
Coin. Oh, it's
So
an
we'll
ammo
need to get the
based.
timing of their shots
monster.
just right. Like how
Oh.
you control the heat while you're cooking.
That pot just sneakily absorbed
Oh,
a
what the hell is that?
stupidity.
Reminiscence.
Oh, wow, it's floating.
What the hell is that?
That's a reminiscence. It stays still at first, but once it absorbs
Oh.
a stupidity or a vapidity,
Whoa.
it will
Okay,
take
wait,
off right
what?
away.
Going back to Dorothy's vision.
It looks rather sturdy.
Another,
doubt it'll be
like, you
easy
can
to
think of
break
this as the
down.
mecha guy.
Yep.
And then if something
And
enters
after
it, it will
finds,
trigger.
It will soon get away. Best to smash it before it activates in the first place.
Oh, goodness.
Lastly, let's bring out a hearty dish for the finale. This one
Gluttony.
the
What a
biggest,
name.
baddest enemy we'll encounter. Gluttony.
Let me guess. It's
Do we not have a enemy in the game
absorbing
that is already very
these
close to this name?
apparitions.
A well-educated guess. You can treat gluttony like a walking derelict stove. It
Do we
spits
not have
lots
someone
of
called Gluttony
acid
already
at our
in the game?
operators over a
It feels
wide
familiar.
range, and it has a shield that reduces the damage it takes. It also absorbs all stupidities and vapidities in range to gain skill points.
Who is
Once
real?
it's
Is
filled
it?
up on those, it will
I don't know.
summon a vapid blight, bringing great harm to our operators. In its second phase, its attack and defense rise sky high, and it converts all stupidities on the field to vapidities and draws them its way, replenishing its health whenever it absorbs one.
This
this
enemy
is a
sounds
two-face-
rather hard
two-face
to
boss.
handle.
I mean, might feel
We
very
can use
similar to
tried and true
the
tactics
Dusk
to deal
boss
with
then.
it. Deploy defender operators to block it. Have medic operators outside of acid range to heal them.
Huh.
All while operators with ranged
Defender?
attacks pepper it with
Medic?
shots.
Oh,
Some incredible
You talking to
tactical
me?
thinking you've got there.
We should also convert
Chat,
as
right,
many
Wizardel.
vapidities as we
Go
can
to the main live stream.
stupidities.
I
Not
use
only
Wizardel.
will
See, they're using Wizardel!
vapid blight
You can
let
clearly
us
see
get
it!
our way, it
They're
makes
cheating!
our
That's
operators
Wizardel on the right!
summon more
See?
silent auspice to help our operators defeat it. Only by patiently handling your ingredients will you cook a delicious meal.
They hit their own wrongdoings. What's the viewership on this stream? Oh my god! I think this is the lowest I've seen for Ian. Even JP wasn't that bad. I think this is the lowest for Ian. Honestly, it's their own fault. Why did they choose this timing on the stream? What's the usual view count? Can hit 10k. There's a saying that if you reach 10k, there'll be a special gift. It's not our fucking fault that we want to sleep. You start asking, oh everyone please stay awake at freaking 4 AM to watch the stream.
Is just perfect.
My ink and pen may never rest. My sack of papers put to test.
I'm back. Yep, signing with my real name this time, Guju Wang. I'm still the same old me though, so just call me Blaze like you used to, Doctor.
I won't fight for nothing, but for the right prize. I'm in.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a Thursday. People are working right now.
But nothing can
People are either in school or working. I'm just a fortunate person who's able to be here at this time. Ian losing again, man. Oh, but I genuinely think the viewership is damn bad. This is like half the usual performance. I mean, I speculated it when I made the video, you guys. I was telling you guys I don't think this stream is gonna do very well. It's very likely, right? Because it's half. I'm gonna say like, you see how usually the streams are like above 100k? I think this is gonna be like 60k. Very bad look for AKE.
Speaking of ingredients, have you ever run into any during your culinary career that gave you particular trouble? A friend of mine once found a type of nut that numbed her
They drop
mouth
NFU news
when
and it
she
becomes
ate
500k.
it.
No, they wouldn't.
Oh,
It wouldn't become 500k.
not
It would take time for
common
people to
event.
realize that the stream's
Must
talking
have
about
been
it.
something she found out in the wilds.
That's right. My nut-gathering friend is Surfer from Black
Nut gathering?
Worldwide's Advanced Recon
Oh?
team. She's an explorer. She's mainly responsible for gathering intelligence and performing reconnaissance before missions, so she's often out deep in the wilderness.
Ah, that all makes sense now. I hope to meet her soon. I like to do a few kitchen experiments with this mouth-numbing
Chet?
nut.
What's Chet saying?
Although Surfer's always out and about in a hurry, you'll surely find her on Rhodes Island.
Viewers are
I'll be
repeatedly
happy
saying
to
nut in
introduce
response
you.
to something that was said or
Surfer
shown on
is
the
a
live stream.
vanguard
Some viewers are also
operator, an
referencing
agent
specific
to be
okay.
specific. Her talent generates extra deployment points if she is deployed with no other operators on the 4 tiles beside her. When she activates her skill, her attack speed will increase, and every time she attacks, not only does she generate DP, but she will steal defense from her target. Ooh, so she can quickly stock up on DP, lower the enemy's defense, and increase her own survivability. Impressive.
She picks fruit in the forest even when she's busy gathering intelligence. She's used to juggling roles.
I feel like we've seen
Say,
this, you know, these
those
chibi
wild fruits could make
versions
some
of
mighty fine
Amiya
meals
and
at home.
Yu that we're seeing.
You read
I think it's
Baijiao
the
cuisine and
same
food culture, right?
artists
It's
as
got
maybe the
notes on all sorts
promotional
of
posters
fruity
they've been
dishes.
doing every event.
Wow! I flipped through that in the cafeteria before. I believe
Like, there's
it was
always this
written
social
by
media
one of our new
posts,
recruits,
like comic that they do,
Xingju.
and I think it's in this
She's
art style.
amazing.
Indeed. Xingzhu's also a Baijiao historian. Not only does she have a deep
I think
understanding
Narantia
of the
also
city's
steals
history,
defense. There's a
she
few
has an
people in the
even
game that steals
deeper
defense. It's
understanding
not
of
new.
the flavor
It's
profiles
just that she's 5-star.
of every single restaurant in Baijiao.
She sounds a lot like you, dedicating your lives to the pursuit of flavor. Whenever Rhodes Island operators are headed off to Baijiao, Xingju will give them her latest travel guide. It's chock full of local eateries, with barely any space for anything else.
Food is just as important to her as history. After all, a civilization's culinary traditions say a lot about its past. Xingzhu is a supporter operator of the Observer branch. Her talent allows her to grant sanctuary to 2 other allies in range. Once her skill is activated, her attacks heal allies in range.
Swapping between dishing out arts and healing wounds is a lot like how she switches between gourmand mode and historian mode.
Did Xian even cover
She
the
seems
5
a bit
stars
like Blaze,
when they did
the
this
one
live
who
stream?
introduced
I can't
Xingju
remember.
to Rhodes Island in the first place.
I don't think they
She's
do.
been spending all her time in the training.
I feel like they
room,
only cover the 6
saying
stars.
she wants to explore new possibilities for her Originium arts.
You're talking about
They don't
Pu
showcase
Huang,
5 stars, right?
The
'Cause,
first
like,
time we met, she said my
I think
tangerine cake
it's not that we
tastes
don't
sweet enough.
like 5 stars
She called them
necessarily, but like they need
inauthentic.
to understand
There's nobody in
most
all
people
of
don't
Baijiao
care.
who makes tastier
They
tangerine
want the
cakes
big
than
guns.
Me. Guaranteed.
Well, Blaze has
It feels
always
really
been a
waste
little
time when
obsessed
they
with
cover the
tangerine
5 stars on
cakes,
stream.
So I imagine she has some unique expectations when it comes to their taste. The ones you made might be a
Honestly,
little bit different from the ones she remembers.
Ian
but in
and
my
JP
opinion,
showing 5 stars
they're
is
the
just
best anywhere
essay
on
word
Terra.
count.
Obviously.
They need to lengthen the stream.
All right, let me reintroduce Blaze. Blaze has made public her birth name, Gu Zhuhuang. Her recent return to her hometown of Baijiao was to look into past events involving her father.
Why bother making
She
5-star
has
if they
taken
don't
on
showcase
a
them?
new battlefield
You mean in
role
CN?
as the primary
Because there's better
half-breed.
news.
Blaze the igniting spark.
Because you get
Puts
fun
on her
collabs, you get
chainsaw for the
future
moment,
timeline.
Instead, using burn damage to continually harm her enemies. Her skills are also all about spreading the burn.
CN
Whenever
has
a
so
burn
much
damage
news
burst is triggered
that
on
they
the
have no time for the
battlefield,
5 stars.
the enemy triggering it will receive some extra elemental damage, while Blaze herself will recover some health. Once she activates her skill, enemies
can't wait
she
for
attacks
Enfield
will leave
streams.
behind a burning
Agree?
field. Enemies passing through this field
Like when
will also
Enfield
receive
has
burn
synchronized
damage.
servers
If you time
and then
things
we
right,
actually
you
get
can
hype
take out
from
a
stream to
massive
stream.
group of enemies in one fell swoop.
While I question her culinary prowess, based on her battlefield performance, Zhu Huang's handling of burn damage is remarkably savvy. The igniting spark indeed.
Speaking of burn damage,
Will it just be like the
you're
OG
rather
AK?
familiar with it
It
too.
might, but it might be an
Isn't that
English
right,
host
you?
rather than a Chinese
You
host.
should also
You
formally
get that?
introduce yourself to the doctors watching. They haven't gotten a chance to know you yet.
Actually, no, I don't know if they would do
I
that.
have here an informational video on
Who
you.
knows? I think it'll be a
For
Chinese host first. Like, I think they will get
Let's
like the
watch it
regular
together,
hyperglyph
shall
devs.
we?
Then afterwards,
When did you?
if Ian gets very popular, they might do English. What is this? Is this another official PV?
The history of Yen. Is that of fire?
Who's this?
First, burned beyond many
Who's this narrator?
flames of war. Then came the forge fires of the smiths. To this day, it has become a stove burner beneath our pots. The tale we tell today is of a young Shin.
Who the hell is this
by
narrator?
that stone. The beginning was chaos, and within that chaos was a ferulant, whose body was split into 12
How long's this stream
shins.
usually? 1 hour?
The first 11 each displayed unparalleled ability in one scale and took the form of human. Only the youngest Shin chose to stay behind. What did he stay to do? Ponder. Ponder what? What it truly means.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is Mr. Nothing's VA, but I
if you
don't think it
never
is.
stepped into the mortal realm, you'd been powdering that forever. The youngest Shin pondered for a time before finally setting foot onto the lands of human. And what a bitter land it was, one beset by infinite crisis and inescapable mortality. But it was also beautiful.
JP is yet fast, merge fast. I saw somebody writing that. Even though it's merge fast, right, I'm more entertained by JP. Because at least like JP isn't a pure regurgitation. There's actually things that are special to them.
The youngest Shin looked all
And here I am just waiting for
but
something
found
interesting
himself
from Ian.
Things change over centuries like clouds fleeting overhead. All that remains is an inexplicable flavor lingering in the heart. And so the youngest Shin stayed amongst us mortals, hiding on ordinary streets. He took the sorrowful partings and joyful reunions and made them into the 4 basic tastes. These mortal passions become flavor upon your tongue. Huh? You're asking what I've got to do with all this? I'm glad you asked. Our restaurant sports that youngest Shin's recipes, and all at a reasonable price.
Stop gassing people up and get back to work.
I'm just doing some advertising.
Oh, it's a
Don't
random
make that
NPC.
false rent at this rate.
If customers report us for upcharging, trouble will come knocking tomorrow.
And no need for violence here.
Huh.
Now
Considering
I
that it's not
really
a
want
VA
to
in
go
the
see
game.
Savers at use for myself.
I don't know.
Shouldn't be a problem.
It was an
Right,
okay
Let's
narration.
get this introduction started.
I remember
my
they,
name
when they
is
did the
Yu,
Taunts
and I'm the youngest of the
PV,
Sui siblings.
and they did the Taunts VA to do it. Oh, that was an amazing experience to watch it.
Anyway, I lived in
this one
Baizhao
is
for
eh.
a long time, where I ran a restaurant called Savers at Yu's. It was mostly me handling everything there.
Operating a restaurant while making sure everything tastes right must have been arduous work.
Making sure things taste right is the most important part of the job.
You know, here's the
Doesn't
thing.
matter
I also
if you're
find
putting
that
together a
JP,
small
right,
snack
when they
or a grand
introduce the
main
units,
course,
is a bit more
needs a
interesting
focused mind
than
and
Ian.
lots of
Because
study
Ian is like,
most of the time.
you know, they read off the
And
script
the
to
kitchen
tell you
is like a
what's
war
up.
zone. Groceries
But the
today,
JP one, I find it a
enemies
bit
tomorrow.
interesting because
No time to
as
slack.
much as they have script
I'm
or
what they
notes,
call a primal
you hear them
protector.
bantering with each
Whenever
other
I block
about
enemies,
what
I
they feel
also
towards
deal
the
burn
units,
damage
which
to
I find
them.
that more interesting.
Activating my skills, I draw
than
enemy
this.
fire a lot
You
more
know, you don't
easily.
understand what
I
JP
can
is saying,
also
but you
gather
get the
foes
vibe
to
that
my
like they're
side,
trying to
focusing
like
on dealing a whole lot of burn
appreciate
damage
and
to them.
understand the
Other
operators that
operators
are
can
being
attack
shown.
through my
Like they're not
wall of
professionals.
fire for
You know,
some
they're not the
extra
ones who's gonna
damage too.
perfectly tell you what the
These
units
sorts of
actually do.
abilities
But like,
pair well with
they like the
concentrated
discussion.
fire from other operators, letting you control the battlefield more efficiently. So, I can help us get the upper hand a lot quicker.
The way you fight, it's almost as if you're treating the enemies like cooking ingredients, stir-frying them over high heat as soon as they're
when
in
Ian
the
tried
pot.
streaming it live, it was a
While
disaster.
we're on the
I
topic
feel
of
like
cooking, we
Ian
recently
streams
organized the
are
lounge hip and
too
freed up a few rooms.
formulaic
Since
or
Rhodes
tested.
Island is really
I
looking
do
forward to
remember
your
the very first
cooking,
Ian
Chef
stream, and it
Hugh.
was a bit of a
We've
disaster. But
already
honestly,
set
it was
up
just
a
because
cabin with
the
a
production
real
quality was so low.
Viennese kitchen
You know,
for
and
you.
the hosts weren't
You did?
like very
I was
certain of what they're
actually
doing.
going to invite everyone to
But,
call
like,
my savers at use when they got the chance.
I think after a while, with
Never
how
expected
formulaic
y'all
it
to be
becomes,
so
it becomes this
hospitable.
like, what exactly are we looking
Neon
forward
was
to
saying,
when we watch the
once
Ian
you
streams?
try his cooking,
Right?
you're
Ian doesn't
gonna
present
wanna
anything
lock
new,
him up here
and then afterwards
forever.
only presents us scripted versions of
Since
things, which
everyone
is like
hankering for a
things that
taste
we
of
already
Yen,
heard, things
might
that
as
we will
well
find
give
out.
them what they want right now.
So
Let's go. I'll show you what it really means to be a chef.
why is AK Ian so cheap in the first few years? I don't think they were very supported, honestly, by Hypergriff. This might be the commission. I'm not sure who this is. I think this is commission.
Wow, everyone is so considerate here. You stocked this place with a complete set of utensils. You even arranged it like a proper Viennese kitchen. Hate to say it, but this place is giving my savers back
Using
in
the furniture
Faisal
set as the
a
stream
run for
background.
its money.
Well, I'm glad
If
you
the
like it.
if the stream kids 10k
Rhodes
viewers,
Island
they'll
does
give
our
out the
best
gifts.
to make our operators happy
I mean,
with their
fuck
living
them.
spaces. To make them
I'm not supposed to
feel
say it
at
like that on a live stream, but like,
Oh,
I'm just
what?
saying that because
Speaking of my savers, not
Why do you
only
choose
do
this
we make
stream
famous
time?
dishes, we also sometimes sell Viennese goods.
Ooh, I've heard you sell
It's
things
ads.
like
Oh, you
the
guys are
new
getting hit by
fungal
ads.
tea
Oh, I
house
didn't turn it off.
furniture,
Shit.
headhunting permits,
It's okay.
and trendy
It's not at a
outfits
horrible
for
time.
Ark and Gatano.
You really did your research, Amiya.
The rice is called
Take
Yum
any
Yum.
yum yum you have at Savers
Yum
and
Yum.
Use for these rare commodities. They'll be free of charge otherwise, but considering how popular these goods are, make sure to form an orderly queue.
Oh, wow. I might have to start
Ian
queuing
livestream has
early.
improved quite a bit.
But how do you get this yum yum in the first place?
I feel
You
like
just need to
Ian livestream
participate in the
improved
activities we put together
and
for
stayed the
Baizhou
fuck
cuisine
still.
and food culture to get your hands on some.
Like,
Not only that, but by
we
participating, you will
actually
also have the
understood a
chance
bit of
to
quality,
famous food
and then ever
critics.
since
Cool.
I think like
I
year
said
3 of
earlier,
AK,
she's the one
we've
who
been
wrote
a
the
flat
Baizhou
line
cuisine and food culture.
in terms
can't
of
believe
improvement.
She's Blaze's little sister. They're nothing alike.
Well, one's straightforward and valiant, while the other is gentle and dignified. A perfect pair of sisters, if you ask me. You're only on board every once in a while, you. So I'm sure everyone will be missing
JP time
your
to time
cooking
feels
while you're
interesting.
gone.
JP also feels interesting because they have like,
No need to worry about that.
you know, the
Since I'll be
convention
meeting the
streams.
doctor,
I find the convention stream
new
entertaining because, you know,
limited
I get to
headrunning,
experience it a
and
bit.
Eternity Aflame. After that, who knows? I might get to stay on Rhodes Island for longer.
Wow.
The views went up to
What an
8.2 before
incredibly
going to
rare
6.6.
opportunity.
View
The doctor
botting!
must be looking
No, I'm kidding.
forward to it. Hey, now that I think about it, You spend all day in front of a
What
stove,
is it now?
but your
6.8.
clothes don't have a lick of oil or smoke on
What are
them.
people saying?
You look rather neat and tidy, outfit and hair tie drifting in the breeze like that.
Well, yes. Nian taught me all sorts of ways to make sure my clothes
You
don't
know what?
get stained. Makes sense.
I think we don't
considering
deserve good
cooking is
things.
a bit- We can leave it there, really. Alright, enough about me.
Yeah,
Blaze got a brand new look
Yeah.
too.
I don't think we deserve nice things. Nice
It
things.
really is a nice change of pace for her.
Let's stay losing.
It seems she can control her fiery arts more proficiently in these new clothes. If looks could kill, she'd have burned the enemies until not even ash remained.
She might look like a hero, but when she's cooking, well. I mean, her sister is a gourmand, so why is she so.
What happened? I was looking at the chat.
Well, it goes without saying, but this banner is time limited. So if you're going to be charmed by you and Blaze, now's the time to do it, Doctor. I'm sure they'll help you out a lot, both in your daily life and on the battlefield.
My daily life?
Let's not go overboard, Amiya.
Yeah, if he
By the
cooks
way,
for me every
the
day.
doctor will also receive a pleasant banquet headhunting permit, when they log in during the event period.
Ooh, that headhunting permit's for the An Eternity Aflame banner, right?
Right again. This permit gives you 10 pulls on that limited banner. On top of that, the doctor will get 1 free pull with every daily login.
All in all, that's 24 free pulls over the course of the event.
Does
Not
Kea have
bad,
the stream?
Not bad.
Kea has the
That's as
exact
generous
same
as you
stream.
get at Savers
The
and
materials for
Ian's.
Kea is the exact same as Ian.
We try our best. So, make sure you don't forget
So
to
like you'll
log
see
in,
these same
Doctor.
chibis and then just Kea VAs.
Uh-huh. Bomb and Lucky Strips will also be available during the same
It's because
time
the
period.
Kea department and the Ian department
Draw
I think
2
was,
strips
are the
every
same.
day.
They are
Chance
separated from
to
the JP
receive
department.
Up to 800 arundum a day.
If you end up with less than 400 arundum one day, you'll
Recycled
get to
stream.
draw
You can't say it's
one
recycled
additional
because they're both
strip
new.
the next day.
The strips will reset at 4 a.m. server time every day during the event period. Remember, if you miss a
Yeah, I
day,
think there was only
you
one
won't get
stream that
any
Kea
extra
did it
drawings
differently,
to
which
make
was a
up
bit
for it.
surprising.
Good point. Consider setting an alarm, Doctor.
I have the feeling the doctor will need more than just one. There's a sign-in event after all. The doctor will need to log in for 10 days out of the 14 to get all the rewards.
What kind of rewards?
Aside from a pile of
It's
materials,
the email.
the doctor will also receive mysterious well wishes from some friendly faces.
Why do they hide it?
First,
And then JP
fourth,
showed it.
7th and 10th days they log in.
That's weird.
Of course, simple greetings.
JP just
are
showed all the
never
rewards
enough.
and who's
There's
sending
a
it.
few small gifts
And
to
then we're
go
hiding
with
it
them.
here.
I'm a little curious as to who might send the doctor a greeting card.
Ooh,
On
suspense.
top of all this, on the 8th login day, the doctor will receive some furniture brimming with the flavors of yen, the lucky sugar painting display.
It comes with a little bunny rabbit model. It's so cute.
If I added some icing to the sugar paintings and arranged some cakes around them, I foresee an all-new taste sensation.
Oh? Sounds like you're deep in chef mode.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Got lost in my own thoughts for a moment. I'll head back to the kitchen later for some experiments. I'm happy to have y'all taste test.
Lovely to hear. I'm sure everyone on Rhodes Island is really looking forward to what you'll cook up, especially the doctor. Oh, right. Some operators have prepared special gifts for the
Oh, this is
doctor.
different from the
They'll be
previous
delivered
one.
one by one.
Oh, there's two
They're
kind of
useful
login
materials,
events.
From the looks of it.
Wait,
Should
then
be
JP
pretty
didn't announce the
helpful to
previous one.
doctor.
Okay,
Just
that's weird.
remember, once you've had your fill, you need to work harder than ever, okay?
Oh, wait. Why are you looking at me, Doctor? I
Because the
never
camera
said
is on
anything
you.
Like that.
Alright, but seriously, remember to check your mailbox, Doctor.
Oh, you've managed to explain everything so vibrantly. I can see now why
Holy
you
shit,
is
Colonel
such
Tickets.
a legend.
Well, of course. As a chef, you need to know how to talk to customers. Anyway, now let's have a look at the new outfits in the store.
Holy fuck, this is long.
Wow, I see Shu, Almond, Zwale, and Benna too. Those new clothes of theirs have so much personality and springtime flavor. Oh, I'm a big fan.
I know, right? If Shu wore this to lunch at my restaurant, why, I'd have a line 10,000 li out the door. Sorry, going off topic again. Shu's latest look will have everyone seeing her in a new light.
She gives off the impression of some graceful goddess, idly watching the earth below from heaven above. That beautiful purple robe really suits her, and it adds to her fairy tale mystique. Oh my! That flower pattern on her lace skirt is adorable, all while adding a casual flair. Oh,
It's
such
good, JP is
amazing
long.
craftsmanship.
No, the thing is, as I said,
I'm really
JP
curious
feels
as to
painful
what
and
tea
long
she's
sometimes
drinking.
because we don't understand what they're saying.
Next up, we have Zuo. I understand he's
But then
Zhou's
I can feel the
colleague,
vibe,
one of
at
the candle
least,
holders
which
of the Sui
I
regularly.
give
yes?
it to them that it's different.
That's him.
You know, it
He
makes
was
it
with
a
us
bit
at
more
Yumen
interesting
and
than
again
like
at Da Huang.
watching the CN stream. It's a different take,
Hmm.
basically.
This
No,
outfit
but
is pretty much
In the
perfect
case
for
of
him
this,
then.
where it's just like
It gives him
a
the air
rehash
of
of
a young
things that
swordsman
many
wandering
of the
jungle
people who
of
are
Yan.
interested would have seen.
Not only that,
gets a bit
it
painful.
incorporates aspects of his Tianshi gown. Whether he's out on a walk or in a fight, he'll find it
Of course, you can
easy
say
to
that there are
move
some people who
about.
don't even know
I'm
what's going to
really
happen,
struck by
right?
how
And they are
cool
just
this outfit looks.
seeing this for the first
A
time.
handsome and
But even if
dashing
it's seeing it for the first time, I'm
figure
just here like,
Well said. All right,
I don't know.
Let's see who's
There's something
next.
odd about this stream, actually.
Apparently,
Com-
this
compared
was
to the
what
Pepe
Almond
stream.
wore on a field
I don't know if you all are
mission in
feeling
Yen.
it with me.
I think it really fits her.
Is it the time of the stream that's
that's
the issue? Is it how the stream is presented?
Wow.
I don't know.
That
Some
crimson
things feels very
hue
odd
goes
about today.
well with her vivacious self. The long
Yeah,
skirt
I
and
felt like I
wide
was more
sleeves
excited
bring
watching
out her
Pepe for some
latent
reason.
Cuteness, making her oh so very, very adorable. I feel my heart skipping just looking at
Actually, you know
her.
what? Yeah, I think you guys are right. The script this time feels
Benna's outfit is
worse
sure to
for some
turn
reason.
heads too.
Like their banter doesn't
Take a
feel
look.
natural.
I understand she
Too
wore this out
rigid
on a field
of
mission
a
in the prairie.
Script.
You can see
Oh, and
how
Pepe
they
V
took
was
those
very nice.
traditional
Yes,
Chinese
yeah. I
elements
remember now.
and given them a
Pepe V
modern
was very
touch.
fun to be around with.
Hmm.
But in the case of this, I mean,
Have to
nothing to
ask her
discredit
later
like the
if those
UVA, but
stolen
it's
balls she's
very
holding were any good.
rigid.
Well, either way, this new outfit of Benna's is lightweight and accentuates her natural cuteness. Are these little lambs chasing after the Xiaolongbao? I can't blame them, since they look delicious.
Oh, right! I nearly forgot! Aside from these new outfits, 14 past ensembles from the 0011 productions will be restocked and back on the racks.
Wow.
I'm gonna be very
These
critical.
costumes have
Okay,
such
I'm
a
never like, oh,
distinctive
because I love
feel to
AK,
them,
I don't get
and
critical
they're
about
a
things.
real shake-up to our operator's usual styles.
This doesn't make me
If
feel
you
hyped.
like how they look, don't miss out, or you'll regret it, Doctor.
This makes me feel like
Got
this is
that
just a
right. Likewise,
ordinary event.
The Rhodes Fashion Review
Like I don't feel the
open for a
anniversary vibe
limited time.
from watching this.
This fashion review will feature 142 outfits. Use this chance to really give your eyes a feast to remember, Doctor.
The returning outfits are as impressive as ever. Next, let me tell the Doctor about our
Did I get the
new
anniversary vibe from
furniture
Shu?
sets.
I feel like I did.
Both the Peace All Year Round activity
I don't
room
feel like
and the
I
Ding
felt
Fong
very
Lo Tea
negative
House
after
come with
watching
their
like the
own
Shoes live stream
stories.
or like the Pepe's live
Let's
stream.
start with the Peace All Year Round activity room we're in right now. It's a Shengshu style room recreated from Yanni's archival data. We also consulted Neon on the furniture. Does the room bring back memories?
Sure does. If I had to say why, it'd be because I have a vague memory of
You know,
my family
Hoyoverse also
enjoying a
does
meal
like
around the table. Much like
their
this
live
one.
streams with the... Actually,
And
yeah,
really
this
noisy
stream
meal at that.
feels almost inspired by
There's
Hoyoverse,
Chonya's potted
where they
tree,
do like the
Dusk's
chibi
drafting table,
character, and then they
and
invite
the
the
stone
VA,
statue Nian likes to use for
and then
throwing
afterwards the
knife
VAs are the one
practice.
presenting the things that's gonna
I also
happen.
remember the stone stool she keeps
One
with
of the
Mono
benefits for the
Plaza.
Hoyoverse streams is that
There's
it's
some
presenting
bittersweet
new
memories
things,
here.
right? New content. So
Just
Ian is
goes
also
to
excited
show how much
when they
input
do it
Neon
over
had
there.
in the design.
But the thing is
It
that
also means
my
the
memory of
doctor can
seeing
have a
some
better
Hoyoverse
understanding of the
streams is
soy
that
operator's
the
past
VAs
by
banter,
examining the furniture.
right? It's also because the VAs are friends with each other
Next up,
in the game.
a recreation
Which
of
helps
the
a lot.
famous Ding Feng Lo tea
You know,
house
they
of
like that.
Baizhou,
Like, I
based
think
on
when it comes to the
Rose'
Hoyoverse
description.
streams, the
Ding
VAs
Feng
really
has
like their
long
characters.
and storied
So you can see them trying to
history, one
emulate
of
it
the
a lot.
greatest
And then also because of their
reputations
real life
of
relations
aviary in
being
Baizhou.
close to
While most
one
of the
another, like the
furniture is
VAs know each other.
antique,
You can hear that
some
on the streams they
decorations
try to like
actually
be
pretty
playful to each
modern.
other. So you
That's
actually feel a
right.
bit more like,
Not only
oh,
are there
I'm
classic
in
tea house
the
furnishings
stream type
and
of feel.
antique
But this
glass
is very bad.
teacups, there are
Like-
also voice-controlled teapots and a
I think it feels very
floor-to-ceiling
unnatural for the
screen
fact that
shows the view outside.
it comes across as you and
Who
Amiya are
knows?
very
Drinking
unrelated
tea
people.
here might be a novel experience.
You'll have to go with the doctor to see for yourself.
We sure will.
Is there a reason why
If
they
you
aren't
like
using
the
3D
furniture,
models in
Doctor,
stream?
make
Honestly,
sure to get it while
could
you
just
can.
be
Next up are some new
different
arrivals to the
artists
store.
working in the scene.
Can't miss out, Doctor.
Be
Closure
Is it
went
budget?
to
I don't
great
know.
pains to put together these elegant packs.
The Rhodes Island Special Pack contains plenty of Originite Prime. The Rhodes Island Upgrade Pack comes with a surplus of growth materials, and the Baizhou Sightseeing Pack
a good amount of
has both
Hoyo are also content
Originite
creators, so
Prime
they have more
and a
experience.
10-roll
Yeah,
Hexagon
another thing
permit.
about the EN
Choose
streams that I
whichever one is
see
right
from the
for you,
Hoyoverse
Doctor.
creators is that
Let's
the
not forget my super heavy briefcase.
content creators sometimes get
This
invited
many
as well
Mullen dollars,
to
you
participate.
could try
So it makes everyone feel
every
extra
last
hype
dish
and
at
feel like
Savers
there's a
that use.
community. Actually, that's one of the
I'll
things I kept
definitely be
asking for
dropping by with
whenever
the
I watch
doctor
all these
when
kind of
we have the
streams,
time.
especially in EN.
Not only
There's
does
nothing
the
that
Rhodes
displays our
Island resource
community.
pack contains lots
There's
of
nothing that displays
Originite
our
Prime, headhunting
joy of
permits,
playing
and
the game.
growth materials.
And we're
It
five
also
years in.
includes module materials
It's always
as
so
well.
dry.
It's sure to
Like I
satisfy
feel
all
a sense
the
of like
doctor's needs
there's a lot of
one
people
handy
whenever I
package.
watch JP
The
because you know
special
like
training
as much as
pack
JP
series
shows
is
so much
also
merch,
making its
right?
return,
And everyone's
Doctor.
just like,
And
oh,
there's
it's a
no
merch
better
fest,
way to
oh.
help
But you have to think
operators
about it.
level up
Every
quickly.
single JP stream was
There's
seeing the
also
same
the comprehensive
quantity,
skill training
quality of
pack,
merch.
which
So much
contains-
collabs, so much on-site
Yes,
events.
it's skill
And
training
then,
packs.
like, even if you don't play
Handy
JP,
helper
you look
for
at
any
JP, you're just there like,
operator's training
wow, they
session.
must have a very dedicated
The
fan
Rhodes
base.
Island Data
right?
Pack and Rhodes
like,
Island Data Set come
They,
with
they must have a
plenty
lot of people who
module
really, really
materials.
enjoy the game there.
Considering how
Whereas every time
important they are
whenever
for
the global
content,
stream
remember
does
to
these
stock
kind of
up on
things,
them,
it's just
Doctor.
like, it's nothing.
We've also restocked our Caster and Defender chip packs, perfectly suited for you.
I don't
and
get a
Grace.
feel that there is a, like, if I'm a new player watching
I'll
this
have
right
to
now,
see if these chips can
I don't see why I
actually
should
help me
play the game.
develop my kitchen skills at all.
Finally, we have the Rhodes Island Headhunting Pack, containing an assortment.
Is it a good
of
time to get in the
six-star
game?
operator
Funny
groups
after
to
I said
choose
that.
from.
Honestly,
If you need
don't
to
let this
shore up
stream
your roster, Doctor,
make you feel
you
anything,
can't go
alright?
wrong with
This game
one.
is fucking good.
That's all for
Join
the new
anytime.
arrivals at the
There's no
store.
perfect time
Closure
or
said
whatnot.
she went
Anytime
over
in the game
budget
is always
with
good
these.
because
So,
you
I
start
hope
your
they
adventure
live
just
up
like
to your
everyone else.
expectations, Doctor. After the update drops, Arketo, Iris, and Beanstalk will all be available in Recruit.
I see you noted that the recruit slot will be forcibly refreshed during the update, so please make sure to do your recruiting beforehand.
Indeed, but I'm sure the Doctor won't forget. Ah, yes.
At this point, you're at the last stage
I'm
of grief.
sure
Global
you're
is just a
already
video
aware of
game
the
and not about the
specialized
community.
module system, Doctor. Unlike ordinary modules, these specialized modules
You've been
only
eyeing
take
on
effect
gacha
in
games that makes
specific
you
game modes.
think.
Putting them
Oh, you
to
want a
use
gacha
under
game
the
that makes
right
you think? This is the
circumstances
perfect gacha
can
game,
lead
man.
to some
This is the
surprising
one
results.
gacha game that is all about thinking.
Dusk told me this latest upgrade has
No
given her
stat stick
new
nonsense.
inspiration for her
Have some fun
finishing
here.
touch.
Eunectus may already be an expert at reclamation algorithm, but with this new module, I believe she'll do even better out there.
We'll let you explore the
This stream
details
is
for yourself later,
anti-marketing.
Doctor.
You all think so?
Oh, right. Those places will be the ones.
Again though, I don't want to
Poison's
discredit the hard
outfit,
work of
right?
the Yostar staff.
Yes,
I'm quite sure some of them are
they'll be
maybe...
available
Some of them might
in
be watching me
exchange
right
for
now.
distinction
And if anything that I want to say to
certificates
them,
or universal
it's that
certificates.
I'm quite sure that they are working
Sounds
hard
like it's
and
time
like
to get more of
they are
those
always on a
certs.
crunch of delivering
Doctor,
stuff. But
Now
even
that we've
so,
covered the new exchange
they need to
rewards,
understand, man.
our official
We need to feel some
Arknights
passion.
social
We need to feel some
media will be
drive.
holding a series
This isn't
of
it.
events. We've got plenty of prizes, both in-game and physical rewards.
That's right! With Amiya and I as your hosts, these rewards would surely be as plump as a prize foul beast.
First is one of your favorites, Doctor, a lucky draw. As thanks for the Doctor's continued support over the years, we will be hosting a lucky draw on social
Yeah.
media for
I
5
tend to
days.
not blame
4 lucky players
the lower
chosen
level staff,
each
as
day.
in like those that are
Keep
doing
an
the
eye
hard
on our
work of
official social
coordinating
media accounts
the
so you
VAs,
don't
coordinating
miss
the
out.
artists. Because
Who will
a
win
lot
the
of time I feel like
prizes, I wonder?
maybe they
We
are
also
creative,
have an
you know,
activity
maybe they
right
care,
here on
but then
this
their management is
5.5-year
the
anniversary
ones that's
live
kind of
stream.
gating them.
The doctors currently watching can join with the tap of a finger. Share an exciting moment from this live stream on X or Facebook, and don't forget these hashtags: Arknights Celebration and Arknights Livestream. So long as those
Nope,
tags
you'll
are
start
there,
continue pay the
your
big
post will
streamers,
count
F you
as
to the
a valid
community.
entry.
You can
I hope
they're saying
everyone
F you
has
to
nice
me.
things to say about my first hosting gig.
Next up, we've got a video creation event happening.
Yeah,
in
yeah, watch all the
Marseille.
budget go to
Such
big
is the
content
joy
creators
of
again who don't
our
like the game.
reunion.
There's plenty of adventure waiting for you in Baizhou to get you tasting the flavors of life. You'll be glad you visited.
If you have any unforgettable memories or experiences in the city, remember to tell us through the event.
Another video creation
Oh,
event.
That really gets me thinking about my savers at use.
Oh dear, homesick already? Don't worry, you can watch the doctor's submissions to feel better. Also, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank all the creators. We couldn't have reached our 5th video creation event without your incredible support.
I can't wait to see your video entries.
Finally, we'll drop a 5.5-year anniversary emote pack on social media platforms a little later, so you can make good use of them.
Whoa, everyone's looking as cute as a cloud beast.
By the way, Doctor, the ambient synesthesia screening is in full swing. You can revisit every story that unfolded at Rhodes Island through the music and visuals.
Music, much like food, is something that delights the heart.
Only happy about 20 minutes
I
will have
really
more
wish to
hype.
savor this feast with
If I'm
everyone.
tasked to make a presentation
I've heard the souvenir shop
and like I have
managed
the
to get
full
some
creativity to
Viennese
do it, I
crafts
will
in.
do whatever
Let's
it
go take
takes,
a
man.
look.
Even if it's not a game that I like,
Hello,
like
Doctor. We hope
I
you're enjoying the
I
celebration.
will
Next,
feel like
we'll be
I
introducing
will
the 5.5 anniversary merchandise lineup.
I will really push to make sure that it's amazing.
Let's take a look.
First up is the highly popular character painted glass charm. This release features 4 brand new designs, starring you and Blaze from the anniversary event story.
I mean, that's
Plus,
also because I'm a
Shu
host
and Chongyue in their amazing
in
outfits.
my external job that is not a streaming. Oh my god, they did not film in the same place. They filmed in their homes.
The charms for Shu and Chongyue showcase
You can
their
hear the mic
elegant
difference,
outfits,
goddamn.
retaining the stained glass flair.
Why are
but
they
with
not
a
filming in
touch
the
of
same
modern
place?
Fashion. We hope you'll love them.
Shu and Chongyue's outfit-themed charms are exclusive.
Hello, Yostar, are you giving your staff a fucking
Next,
recording
we have
studio?
adorable operator
Like
Plushie charms,
why does it sound
which
like they
beautifully capture
tried
the
to find a
operator's
storeroom
iconic
to
expressions.
film their voice?
Which announced signature mischievous smirk, Jessica's endearing kitty eye look, Suzulen's irresistibly sweet and naive charm. Ah, they are just too cute.
Could any doctor really resist taking these little friends home? Let them accompany you on your daily adventures. Our next
cute.
product is the acrylic headhunting bag shaker charm, inspired by the operator recruitment system and packed with clever little details.
That's right. It isn't just about adorable chibi operators. It's full of in-game elements too. Its magnetic clasp lets you open the charm and customize your own unique recruitment pack. Let's create your top
That's
team
kind of
pool.
nice.
Finally, we present the Rhodes Island themed baseball cap with an intricately embroidered logo. The adjustable strap at the back ensures a comfortable fit, even for extended wear. Wear it. Let this land know you're the doctor.
A new story, a new journey. How could you embark without the perfect cap? This hat is the ultimate companion for your adventures.
That wraps up all of the 5.5
Oh, the dolls are
anniversary
cute. Oh,
merchandise.
that's very
Are
little!
there any items that caught your eye, Doctor?
We
What?
insist products will help you fully enjoy the anniversary festivities. In the future, we will continue bringing you...
That's the least we've ever seen.
Thank you for your unwavering support.
Don't forget to follow our official Twitter at ShopYostar for details on this release and more giveaway info.
It's time to say goodbye for now, Doctor. We will return with more exciting surprises next time. Looking forward to seeing you all again.
Oh, the quality of Yani's handicrafts is...
Are we getting hit by terrorists as well?
ever. Lots of operators like to buy...
Is terrorists
these
worldwide now?
for family, apparently. If you'd like some for yourself, Doctor, you had better be quick about it.
Huh? We haven't eaten yet, have we? Leftover revival coming right up.
I'm really excited to see what he's cooking up for us, Doctor. We've been so busy lately that we haven't eaten together in quite a while, have we?
You two, go wash your hands. Food will be ready in just a minute.
Let's let him cook, Doctor. Shall we go freshen up?
The show hasn't started, and this place is already such a
Does
riot.
Arknights have different region
Hello, Doctor.
release
I'm
times
Christina Kowalska,
with different
the
regions?
voice of
We are
Lapland.
6 months behind China,
Happy 5.5-year anniversary,
Permanently.
Arknights. Thank you for all the love you've
which is
shown
why
Lapland along the way.
the quality of
Our
this stream
wolf girl here is
is
a crazy one.
kind of felt,
She comes
to
off
be
totally
honest.
unhinged,
Like, it's
getting
not,
under the skin
it's
of
not on
everyone she
par.
bumps into. But
If
the
you watch
way
the
she
Chinese
riles them
streams,
up
which
is
would happen
actually pretty
2 weeks
carefully
from now,
calculated,
it
showing
will
a sort
hit
of
so
secret wisdom
different.
She's hiding down there.
The quality
The
of
way
that
she
stream
chases
is
Texas
always
is
insane.
kind of the same. She looks like she's out to kill her or something.
In
but
fact, next
she's
is gonna be
actually there
summer.
to help. No one really knows what she's up to underneath all the crazy things she does. But maybe there's an order to the chaos, and this madwoman is the one who's really got it all figured out. Here's hoping you'll keep supporting both Lapland and Arknights.
I like this VA. This VA is great.
Power is the true wolf pack. It's the game all Syracusans. No, all humanity was born playing.
2 weeks from now. I think it's 2 weeks from now. CN live stream.
If you knew the first thing about
Oh, I love this
you
VA.
know it doesn't respond to desire. Not mine or anyone else's. Hello, doctors. I'm Javier Bañas, the voice of Thorns the Lodestar.
Oh my god, he's teaching me how to pronounce Javier.
Arknights'
Oh my god, I completely butchered it. That's his real name.
From the PNC, after the bad guys
And then I
destroyed
tell you
Thorns'
guys,
core.
oh, I can pronounce
To
Javier,
gain control of the
thinking that it's not
correspondence
normal.
becomes a
But hey, look,
first-rate
someone has that
artist.
name.
And here's where our young hero, who was always so reserved in fear of losing himself to the overwhelming hopes and dreams of others, comes to understand that there's
How do I say
nothing wrong
Javier?
with people
Javier.
influencing each other. Everyone
Because I
starts
couldn't
with
bring
an
myself to say
empty heart.
H.
And it's through interpersonal relationships that we build our complete selves. Once he comes to understand his own heart, Thorns takes on the duties and responsibilities of a sea captain and bravely sails into uncharted waters, setting out on a new journey. All the unknowns of
Are you
this
attached,
world
Thorns?
are worth discovering, just like
Do you have a
Arknights'
partner
new
IRL?
game content.
I think you have
I hope
applications.
you will learn from Thorns in this new game update, Doctors, and advance fearlessly to clear all the stages. And happy 5.5-year anniversary to Arknights. Huh, Doctor? How did you find this sanctuary? Me? When the crew gets too rowdy, I retreat here for some peace and quiet. Isn't it strange?
Actually, I prefer that they do
Out
this in the
here,
front.
where the only
Makes it a
sound
bit
is the
more
wind
interesting.
and the
At the
waves.
back, when everyone's
I
tuning out,
somehow hear the echoes of voices from
Ooh.
Rhodes Island.
it makes it seem less important. Which it kinda is, but like,
We meet again. This method of contact
it's a bit more
that
hype
you're
if you put it in the
imposing
front.
upon me. Is it Rhodes Island's standard treatment? Or perhaps it is you
Is it 5.5
trying to
anniversary
confirm
since
if
the
my sense
anniversary
of
was
self
0.55
has
years
already
ago?
begun to
No, it's not. It's a bit interesting in AK.
change? Opiates,
This was not their anniversary
Abyssal
event in
Hunter.
CN. This was like their quarter
Hello
anniversary
everyone,
event.
I'm Taylor
Yeah, the timing of
Clark,
the game is a
voice
bit
of
weird.
Opianis. Happy 5.5
But no,
year
it's five and a
anniversary.
half year anniversary because
I'm
it's
sure everyone is familiar
timed
with, this
with our
opera, who
anniversary.
made his debut in Steltifera Navis. Ulpianis, the Aegir determined to eradicate the Seaborn, was the first abyssal hunter to undergo Seaborn cell assimilation. He has a strong will. During the operation to kill the Firstborn, he was heavily injured and fell into a trench. but he survived by eating seaborn flesh. With his keen intuition, he detects the Church of the Deep's infiltration into Aegir High Command, doing everything he can to prevent the fall of Miliarium during the Waterway program. He may not be good with words, but he's definitely a great teacher, guiding his disciples forward in his own unique way. He may be
The
misunderstood.
VA sounds more
but
alive
he's
than the host.
definitely a
But
brave
the hosts are
warrior,
VAs as
and
well,
he risked
because
his life
that's not
time
nice.
and time again to save the Aegir. At the end of the Path of
Check out the
Life
chaos stream later,
he willingly
sure.
dives into the fray, blending into the Seaborn many, in order to uncover the truth and prevent the destruction of Aegir. Opianus comes from the Abyss and returns to the Abyss. I hope you'll keep following his story, Doctor. The hunters will lose awareness if deprived of water, but they need only return to the sea to awaken their past. How about you? What opportunity would you need? What did you forget, and why did you forget it?
I'm supposing they
You
will
have
end
been
with
to the
Dewey's
depths of the
message.
abyssal sea. You are connected to all this.
Wait, I find this a little
I
hilarious.
need you to
The
recall,
messages are
Doctor.
about to take up 1/6 of the stream. Like, you know, the stream is 1 hour long. It's
The
about to
work
take
of
up
this
10 minutes, so
kitcheness,
that's
if
1/6
you
of
ask
the
me,
stream.
The most significant thing in this land.
That's how much content we have.
Hello, doctors! Happy 5.5 anniversary! 5.5周年快乐！我是莫雅瑞琳 and I voice you. On
Oh!
this joyous
They got a
occasion, our man Yu, the
CNVA!
youngest sweet sibling, is finally making
Okay.
his debut in the game. One of the 12 fragments of
I
Sweet,
did think that they
Yu
got a
has lived a
CNVA.
life in the mortal realm that seems pretty normal compared to his siblings. He runs his own little eatery in the city of Baizhou called Savers at Yu's and cooks up all kinds of delectable
Sorry, man.
dishes.
I think I will
It's
run the
how he
CN
observes
voice for
the
him, though.
world as a regular human. Flames burn bright in Yu's kitchen as the years in diners come and go. He pumps out magnificent
Muya is
meals
a
one
she.
after another, watching partings and reunions.
If this is a
and
girl,
seeks answers in his
I'll be
exotic
shocked.
flavors. I hope you take this chance and enjoy everything this delightful story has to offer.
It could be.
Right alongside you.
Yeah. I mean, if I close my eyes, I think about it.
Flavors of
Yeah.
variety and
Might be a female VA.
And I've discovered
Oh,
all
my.
the ones I've been seeking. As for what comes next,
Yeah, really, this is a female name. I hope they blend in some Chinese lines with the Ian lines when they do so later. Do not hit me with a copyright strike. Was Arcus involved? I don't think Arcus was involved. I think this was one of the weakest live streams I've ever seen in Ian's history. What do y'all think? Do you think this is a worse stream? Nah. What's worse than this? Nothing as bad as the Chen Outer one. The Ian one? Let me. Oh my god, they ended the stream so fast. What the hell, man? The Chen one? This was Chen one? No, the Chen one was. Oh, they had a long start time though, which was annoying.
Fourth place? Okay, the ranking is going crazy.
Oh! Oh, yeah, the one where they brought the host in. And like clearly the host don't even seem to know anything about Arknights.
The perfect time for ranged operators to shine. High ground time.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Yeah. This was paid. Yes. Why not just invite me? I'll host it. I can hold the freaking stream for them. I'll enjoy it.
Amia, will be emceeing the stream. I'm a little.
But this stream is also very short.
It's my first.
This was a
time.
45-minute stream
I have
in the 2.5 anniversary.
Called Grindstone.
But I think this year was a little bit more interesting when they did the whole 3D thing, because they're like everyone's just like, oh shit, there's new hosts, wow. And I think this year we gave a benefit of doubt for the stream to be short, because like Invitation to One was probably one of the smallest limited events that we had. Then afterwards we got this.
Not something you
Yeah, then we got Gabrielle as the host, and Gabrielle as the host was fun. I remember. Then there was the summer stuff. And then the merch was good, you know, during the stream. Oh, but seriously though, we are lacking, man. I don't know what can I do or say to change the vibe or environment of EN. Like, I feel like I say this every stream. Like, for what reason are we not putting in effort apart from budget? I think it's just sad, really. This was Lin in that year. Oh, and I like the camera angles that they did during that time. See, when it comes to new stuff, there was quite a lot. There was a lot of like events as well for people to participate in. Back then, like community events that people can join in. Those were fun. 4th anniversary was a year. Oh yeah, they had Keltsit. Keltsit was also fun. I remember.
Many of the entries
Look at the most replayed part of the stream. Don't you find it fascinating? Actually, yeah, these are like statistics that Yostar needs to see. I just realized something just by re-clicking on all the streams. You all realize that the most watched parts of the stream? Okay, this is the event. But like if I click on the 3.5, apparently the most watched parts. So this is the PV itself. But a lot of people tune into the merch stuff. And you can kind of see why. It means that people care. It means that people actually want to know. Right? If you look at this was the stats. See, people want new things, not things that were seen before. This year at Nian and Namiya. Right, then afterwards they had the merch. Sounds like a little sweet thank you that they did towards the end, and then a lot of the VA. Wow, why is Shu VA the most watched? Okay, that's funny. Yeah, I remember 5th anniversary. 5th anniversary was okay. But yeah, I think all the streams, you see, it doesn't help that if the quality of the stream, like when them rehashing the content and whatnot, is not done well. And it's like the only thing that they have to show off on the stream. It becomes like, wow, what a negative experience it would be. You know? It doesn't help that I just woke up. And like, I just feel like I want to go back to bed. It's a CN stream on YouTube. You can search it, AKCN livestream. And it hits so different. You guys said that Arknights KR is still streaming. Oh, what is Arknights KR YouTube channel? Are they still live? Eh? What's a premiere? Wait, okay, okay, hold on. The stream being a premiere is fucking funny. It's just, let's not even say it's a live stream. Let's really tell people everything is pre-recorded, which it is, but it's funny. Got 2 extra special anime that the Global didn't broadcast. Let me see. Okay. What's this? That's so cute. I guess they invited someone to do the clay thing. What's this? Is it a game? An event of some sort? Oh no. Oh, it is an animation. Okay, let me watch it. Wait, so why does Kia get the animation and not us? Is it just an
오늘
event
소개
specific to them?
이제는 물론 내에서도 자, 우선 재료 준비부터 해야겠지? 재료는 이 정도가 필요한데 꼭 영국이 아니더라도 근처 식료품점에서 쉽게 구할 수 있을 거야. 자, 그럼 본격적으로 시작해보자고. 먼저 재료를 잘 씻은 다음 고기를 먹기 좋은 크기로 썰어줘. 그런 다음 썰어둔 고기를 웍에 넣고 구워줄 거야.
Wow.
고기가 어느 정도 익었다 싶을 때 설탕을 넣고
이미 맛있을 것 같아요.
조금만 더 요리하면 더 맛있어질 거야. 자, 이제 소스를 투입할 차례야. 맛있어 보이게 색깔이 변하지?
I remember there's a YouTuber who likes to cook in small, a miniature kitchen.
이제 물을 부은 다음
Yeah, there's someone who does
강한
that.
불로 끓여줄게. 어느 정도 물이 줄어들면
Reminds me of
약한
that.
불로 줄여줘. 자작할 정도로 물이 다 줄어들었으면 끝. 이제 맛있게 먹기만 하면 돼.
Bro, this is like sweet
자, 이렇게
pork of some sort.
영국 스타일 홍샤오로우 완성.
How cute.
보기만 해도 군침이
곰 박사랑 아
꼭 도프리로 할 만한
So what is this event that
이어서
they got?
소개해줄 내용은 영국의 게임인
And why do they have a long bean? Why do they have a long bean and we don't?
맥주의 명해줄도록 하자. 술이 있고
It's like a web event, like a game.
책을
So
확인해
10 days long.
시작하도록 할게.
My god. I'm gonna suppose this is like a prize that they can get from participating in it. But I can't quite read the instructions. I definitely don't understand Korean, so you guys will have to translate that for me. Oh wait, oh my god, they got mini game on stream. Wow. Oh wait, I'm not paying attention. I lost it. I actually lost it. I'm not paying attention. I think it's the left one. I think it's left.
아미야,
Oh, I guess you're supposed to put your answer
맞췄어?
and then you participate in the game. I think that's what it is.
맞춘
Might be a retweet event or something.
티 말씀이시군요.
Oh my god, they got special song!
라고 들었어.
They got special chaos song! Okay, don't copy strike me.
통에
They got the stickers as well.
또 마님 씨에서 어떤 이벤트인지
They have cafe!
화면으로 바로 만나보시죠.
They have an on-site event!
더운 날씨에 딱 좋은 이벤트인 걸.
그렇죠. 에어컨 빵빵한 카페에서 시원한 명일방주 테마 음료와 달콤한 디저트.
그리고 콜라보 기념 굿즈 쇼핑까지.
Oh my god.
맞으니
내용은
박스요. 두 번째
And then they have the live screening as well.
님 안녕하세요. 첫 번째는 바로 이번
들이 준비되어 있는지
를 소개드리도록
You see?
하겠습니다.
This sounds like they filmed in the same
어떤
place.
신상들이 준비되어 있는지 같이 한번 보실까요?
Right.
짠! 첫
What
번째
the hell, man?
이번 5.5주년 이벤트 스토리의 주인공 위와 블레이즈 D 이그나이팅
스타일이다. 수입담
스페이즈네요.
즐겨
한국의 컬렉션
사님께 딱이네요.
카드 세트
Wait, they have more merch?
선택해 선정한
소장용 좋을 것 같.
Do they?
이번 이벤트 모습이 담긴
They have more merch! Some free postcard thing. They had an animation at the end as well. Yosa covers Global and Korea, Global, Korea, and JP. You can buy merch. What's the best place to buy it? I honestly do not know for EU. You have to ask around. My god. Oh. Now do you all agree? Sorry to be harsh, man, to Yostar Global, but like, what the fuck are you doing with Global? Yeah, I'm just gonna grant it. Okay, the Terry stuff might be fucking them up, and they can't do the merch. But like, there's so many other fucking ways to cater to a place. We should do a stream to talk about what we think Yostar can do. I wanted to do a video on that. Like, what does Yostar actually need to do to fix the freaking global server? You know, but I can give you a short discussion of what I think they should be doing as a team or to do. No need to find excuses. No, I'm not finding excuses. I'll be straightforward to say like what I think can be done. The problem with global is that we have too many countries, and you can feel the difficulty for the AK team, right? They have to manage every country. They have to manage America. They have to manage Europe. Like the benefit of JPKR and CN is that they're managing a singular country, and it also means that when it comes to like regulations, policies that they have to follow, they only just follow one. So it becomes difficult, right? Like how do you understand every market when there's so many to cater to as a global? Yeah, there's also Latam, there's also South America, there's also Africa. But I think unfortunately, in the scenario of AK, Africa and South America might be considered minor regions to them. And then US is probably seen as a major region. And then I think Europe is also seen as a major region. And I think Southeast Asia is like the borderline. I think Southeast Asia and Australia, sorry, are like the middle of major and minor region. So the thing is, I feel like as much difficulty as they have when it comes to managing events or like community development, they should learn to focus fire. You know, rather than cater to everyone and make a mess and deliver like half-ass things because you're trying to do something that fits all. I feel like the better approach that they should have done. We can say that now it's too late, but I don't think so. It's always any time to start, right? If you don't start it, just do it now. It's a better late than never thing. But they should figure which region they want to care for, which region has the best potential, and just freaking do everything for it. They need to stop like doing everything at once. You know, which I thought it was a good thing that they started doing it for the US. Because like, okay, you know what? You're based in the US, you think that US has the big money, the big audience, and then just do it, you know. Sure, then deliver everything to US, which they kinda are, because there's a lot of events that they are doing right now. But even the events feel lackluster, right? Because I mentioned this in yesterday's stream, that people were complaining. I would say it's a heavy complaint, but people were describing how Anime Expo, if you compare the experience that you have at Enfield versus Arknights, even Arknights feels shit. You know, in terms of like going to the booth, there's just not a lot of activities that was being held there. Everything just felt like, oh, I'm just there for the merchandise, and that was the end of it. You don't feel that great walking out of the place. You know, you're just there as a customer, not as like a person who loves the game, and that's very sad. So, yeah, it's very weird. Like, oh, you want to focus fire on the US, but even then they don't even do it very well. You know, and I think that's just very odd. I think instead of that, right, the other thing is they should be looking at the other regions that have very high potential. And honestly, high potential region, fucking Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia has a lot of people who love Arknights. You should go to the events of Southeast Asia. You'll realize how much AK fans they truly are. You know, And like they should learn how to cater towards them. And I think when we say cater towards them, they need to think less about. I understand that at the end of the day, it's a game company. You work for money, you work for profits, but like you need to know that before you get profits, you need to get customers. You need to get people who are playing the game, people who are interested in the game. And like, if you do no effort when it comes to community management, for what reason do you think there'll be money? Right? It's so odd that like I feel like the entire time they're very driven in terms of, oh, let's try to milk as much cash from the remaining player base as possible, rather than let's try to grow the space. I think there's just so many things that they can be doing, and nothing that needs high budget as well, and yet they still don't try to take on them. You know, C is pretty big and dense compared to something like US. Yeah. There was something that I was thinking about that they could be doing, but they're not. I can't quite recall. But honestly speaking, I don't know, man. It feels bad. It feels just so tough being a global player. Oh yes, I remember what I wanted to say now. The fucking content creator event. I think I openly stated that I'm just so pissed with it. Because like I get the motive, but like you don't just pass the responsibility to the content creators to do something. To expect the content creators to like deliver and like drive you players. You know, and you can't expect that from a big content creator as well. You can't expect that from like sponsoring the big streamers to play the game, to put eyes on the game, because clearly it's not done a positive effect. The problem is not we don't have enough eyes on the game. You know, I think there's a lot of gacha gamers out there who have heard of AK, who have seen AK one way or another, but they still don't want to touch AK. They don't want to play AK. And the very reason for that is we have no fucking hype. You know, even if we are a rehash content space where we don't get the new things at the same time as CN, there are still ways to make sure that you generate hype by good marketing, by good advertisement, by good events, by good on-site things that can interest people. You know, so like when you don't work hard on hype generation, it's just, of course, you're bound for failure, right? Who cares if someone's gonna play the game or not? They won't be tuning in. The game isn't really fit to have hype. I disagree though. How can you say the game isn't fit to have hype when you watch CN streams? When CN streams are literally boatloads of hype, right? It's all about the presentation, really. It's not so much the content. It's knowing how to present things well to give people the impression that a lot is going on. You still can't do anything. The only solution is get Hypergriff to catch up those 6 months. I don't think catching up is just the easy way to say to generate hype. And hype is generated from new things. I agree. But just because you're behind, I don't think it means you can't generate hype. There's places, I think there's games that do that well. Even Reverse does that well. I watch Reverse streams as well, by the way. I think the entire time when I was watching the previous stream, I was thinking about how I feel when I watch like Reverse live streams. And even Reverse live streams entertain me more. Because like, they do a very good job in terms of, you know, curating the hosts for the event. I mean, I think they've kept the hosts generally constant, where they do like Regulus, Matilda, and Vertin. Sometimes they get some special guests along. And like, Reverse streams are so fun, even though the streams are what we've seen before in CN. How can you be hyped if you know the upcoming content beforehand? You'll be hyped by hearing of new things, or even like being like, you don't need, of course CN gets the benefit of like, let's surprise you with a cool animation, let's surprise you with like things that you've never seen before. But even then, it's not too bad. You think about it this way. When you watch like my own videos for event overview, right? Have you seen like my Pepe video that I did before? So I did the Pepe video like right after the live stream ended, right? You can see that at least in my own attempt, I'm not putting forth that I did a good job. I don't know. Okay, but at least in my own attempts, you can hear that I'm trying to add the hype. I'm trying to tell people what's important, what to really look forward to, what's going to be fun for us to enjoy. Like that, you need to have that energy. You need to have that sort of passion. You know, it's all like just delivery. It's all about, it's not the content anymore, because the thing is, EN and JP and KR don't have the what the content is advantage, since everybody know what it is. So then you need to work extra hard on the delivery. No, and then, okay, here's the other thing about the hype. We just watched the KR stream, right? We were comparing the KR stream with the EN stream. You saw how KR stream had those animations that we don't see in CN, that we see it in like only the KR stream itself, that cooking animation, the little ending animation they did. Like those things add to the, oh my god, we have a community. We have more people who's dedicating to the space. Oh, there's more things to look forward to. Right? And JP fans are not just hype about like the characters and whatnot. JP fans get on-site events that they get to enjoy, and it's like fucking amazing that they get to always enjoy that. Yeah, oh yes. We suddenly don't have official songs anymore. Right? Isn't it very weird? EN used to do like a song every time, and then what the hell happened? It's those things that just add to a little bit of, oh shit, there's effort. Everything is like food from multiple restaurants, but the same food from different delivery. Yeah. You think they should add a timeline? No, the thing about the timeline thing is that we've always highlighted it. We've always said it to Yosta. Why not just do a future timeline, just like how CN does it? You know, and then that way you're hyping people up of what's going to happen. But like, they've not done it. At this point, it almost becomes like, we don't know if Yosta is being the one self-restricting themselves, or if Hypergriff is the one restricting Yosta. We can't tell. We still don't get great English translations after all this time. It drives it just such a turn off. Yeah. I mean, I'm just pissed at the way they run things in general. In the first place, I don't even think it's hard. It's time consuming, I agree. But yeah. I don't know if I said this to you guys before on the stream. I'll say it here. If it's controversial, if Yosta hates me for it, by all means. Because like, fuck man, I'm pissed. Every time when I see the effort that they put into their events, or even like their promotional posters, I just feel like, does anyone in the office likes Arknights? That's the biggest issue I have with Yosta EN. I don't even know if the people there even likes what they're doing. And if not, are they just doing it for their job? Yeah, they might not be getting paid enough, and I can feel that it's never nice to do a job that you're not paid enough. But in the first place, it's like, you're already there. You know that there's a lot of passionate people who loves the game. And like, we wish that we can feel the passion from the staff as well. Right? They need to realize that lots of people want to like the game. But if they don't help these people like the game, and then yet they're complaining like, oh, why is our game getting worse? You know, why is the player getting smaller? Yeah, because the fucking staff management doesn't care. You just learn to live with it. It affects everyone, honestly. Yeah. Like, I think the trouble I see if they continue down this trend is that it impacts literally everybody. It impacts their own profits as a company. It impacts players' motivation to play the game. It impacts me as a content creator. You know, some people are like, oh, content creators, oh, why you care about views? Why you care about, oh, your video need to do very well? Yeah, for fuck's sake, I'm a content creator. I'm making videos. Of course I care. Just like how the company's gonna care about profits, my videos are also profit based, right? I still earn money from what I do. And if they do this downward spiral of everybody is just not growing, we're just gonna keep cycling and cycling and cycling. Everybody loses. You know. So yeah, I just find it god awful right now. Is Hypergriff self-publishing Enfield? Yes. Oh, or more like they have a subsidiary company, which is called Griffline. Yeah. Global has been crying about 6 months gap for years. It's not just how bad the presentation has been for the last year or so. Hopefully from Enfield release, more player come to AK. My video said the EN stream will be 12 PM Malaysia time. I know, I made a mistake, sorry. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's my fault that there's lower viewership. People followed my timestamp. That's why we didn't get 10K. Okay, guys, it's my fault. I minus 100 viewers from my wrong timing poster. Okay. They should hire a surprise regional content creator for each server. You know what's the new problem that they have about getting content creators to like be a part of the live stream? Let's be honest, yeah. Who's left? If they were supposed to, if you guys are proposing the ideas of like get content creators to be a part of the scene, they should have done that 3 years ago while they had the chance. And you want to know what's the funny thing? We offered them the chance. Like we content creators, we were in contact with Yostar. We kept asking them, we're like, can we be a part of like your events, you know, your on-site events? You want to invite us to the convention? You know, you want us to be a part of the live stream? You want us to do like some off-site activities, online games? You know, sponsor us for tournaments. And Viper didn't get sponsored. It's so like they had all the chance. You wonder why they never did? I have a theory. I don't think it's an invalid theory. I think my theory is, I think they're scared. I don't think it's budget. I think they're scared. I feel like Ian doesn't like to take risk. Because they get, how do I say this? Because of their mistakes of the past live streams or like past events, and then how they get into time to time smaller controversies. And especially during like the Genshin time, when the Genshin transition happened and a lot of content creators jumped, and then they had bad relationships, right, with content creators. I feel like they become like, you know, once bitten, twice shy kind of effect, and then they get afraid to like want to work with people. So ever since then, they held on to that. Yeah. So they're being wary. Yeah, I think they are. Is it possible to discuss with Yosta directly? Like, you mean me to them? I've tried. At some point, here's my belief. I shouldn't be the one discussing with them. This is not, like, yes, it's a game I love, but why is it a content creator's responsibility to hype up a game, right? If anything, shouldn't Yosta be coming to us if they want to have projects? Like, we aren't supposed to be the creative here. They are supposed to be the creative. We do have content creators, but none as great as the influence of E or Viper. Most people focus on gameplay. Yeah. I feel like it's too late. Here's my belief also. I don't think it's ever too late. To me, the later you do it, it's just the harder it is to improve a space. It's not impossible. My belief is that even if a game is in a dead space, or like just a lower space, it just means you just need to take more drastic actions. And it's possible because I've seen games revive after years of being up. You're sorry for bringing this up. You have tickets for LA Synesthesia, but you can't use it. Is there any way to give away? You're not sure if you're allowed to give away. You can try on my Discord. If you really need help, maybe you message me. I see what I can think of. Yeah. Go and check it out. The Arknights Ian. Wait, so what's the total viewership on this live stream? Let me go and check. Okay, no, I can't check it now. This is not valid. Like, yeah, this is not the actual number. Need to wait because it takes time to generate. Use gift code. Why the fuck do you put a gift code in a tweet? And not a live stream! Is it not like back then? There was a stream that they had gift codes and it was on the stream. It doesn't make sense, right? And why are they doing a gift code rather than a mail? We didn't reach 10k. You want to know what's their idea of the 10k? They can just say it's not 10k concurrent viewers, it's 10k total viewers, which is absolutely shit. Because yeah, if you say reach 10k total viewers, yeah, of course they will reach it. I don't think it's big rewards. It's funny, they don't even write what the rewards is. Oh my god. What am I supposed to do, man? I love the game, but Yosta makes me sad. Reward is 600 random, 1 D3, 2 steel, and 1 chip catalyst. But it's still a lot. It's still something. The thing is, I can tell you guys what's my motivation as a content creator still. I shared this more with Twitch rather than YouTube. But I'll share it with YouTube as well. Right after this, I'm done with my training from, you know, my own time. I feel like at some point, me as a content creator, I can't give a fuck of what they're doing anymore. You know, because I know that at least on the CN side, they love the game. You know, they care for the game. Lots of people are passionate about the game. And like, I have to just give up on the idea that a company will even support me. You know, I think I feel very... It's quite hurtful to think that in the past, like, all of the streams that Yosta has done, sorry, not streams, but mega events, and then they always hire like all these bigger content creators. I feel a bit terrible to think that the bigger content creators are paid like thousands of bucks to promote the game. And the problem is that they're paid that amount for their status rather than their care for the game. You know. And then here I am, I'm trying to make by with what I do. It's like they don't care really to maintain the current space. I don't know what in a company's mind, for what reason do you think that getting outside attention is more important than maintaining your inside? You know, if Yosta had given us more support, I don't think we would have lost Ian by far, being honest. But whatsoever it is, for one, I'm not one who is so upset about like what I earn and whatnot. I at some point I can't give a damn. I'll earn it in my own way, you know. But I still love this community like so fucking much. And I want to see the place grow. I want to see more people still love the game, get interested in the space. So I think right after this, for like the remainder half of the year, I will try my best to deliver on very new things. I do feel like the content creation space, as much as it's gone smaller, I also think it's gone very stagnant and it becomes a bit boring as a viewing experience. You know, so I have new things that I want to do to try to spice it up. I intend to have more collabs. I intend to have more topical videos that will happen. And I hope at this point in time, I try to keep the space as healthy as possible. And I think when Enfield arrives, I do hope that one, I will, you know, get into Enfield, enjoy the game a lot, because I know I'm gonna love Enfield. Enfield is gonna be a very different vibe, especially with a different, you know, staff management for the game as well. But I will get into the game, you know, and I think one of my own little goals also is to help people to transition from Enfield to AK, because like I think people can discover AK through Enfield. I wouldn't leave AK. Don't worry about it. Like I know Enfield is something I'm gonna enjoy, but the thing is I don't even want to play that many games in my life or like that many gacha games. I'll just be playing these 2 games when it happens. So yeah. Will I play Uma Musume? I think I said this in yesterday's stream. Uma Musume feels like something that I'll enjoy for the initial dopamine. And then after a while I'll probably get bored of the game. Because it's going to be the same gameplay cycle that would bore me after some time. I should watch the anime too. Yeah, I should watch the anime. Is roguelike as head? I'm gonna stick for sure. Yeah, but I have nothing for horses. And I'm okay. I don't want to pick up another game. Another live service game, at least. I don't mind trying it. If y'all want me to try it. But y'all want me to try it? Try and figure out what's up. Sure. Okay, then I'll find how to go and try. What do y'all say? It was a fever dream hearing Tectone when he was showing AK to his fellow CCs during his massive Discord calls. Why? You mean is this in the past? Is this before he left AK? Or is this after? You didn't realize the implications of big streamers being sponsored until now? I get the idea, but I also think it needs to be pulled off well. You can't just go, oh, here's some money, do a stream for me, and that's that. I honestly, I have this problem with like game companies in general, where they ask like streamers to play their game, to sponsor their game, and then like they do need to make sure that the person is at least passionate for what they're about to do. Otherwise, it's just so, you know, waste of budget, right? If the person just doesn't really want to play it and then gives everybody on the stream as well the feeling that the game is boring. It was during Enfield demo release. Was he saying good things or bad things about Arknights when he was showing it to other people in the call? Main problem is this stream is worst possible timing compared to other streams is poor. Yeah, I mean that's all the recipes for disaster, is it not? Did I try TFT? Yes, I did. I enjoyed TFT. TFT was a very nice game. Esponco and C.VA Enfield sponsorship is soulless, only baseless praise. Is it? I would say it's very baseless. I think I've seen worse. The point of sponsorship is to get more passionate people in the game. Yeah, but you have to hope that the streamer is passionate as well. Because Here's the thing I think about sponsorship. I feel like there's also negative sponsorships. Negative sponsorships as in it does a bigger disfavor than a favor. Because here's the thing that I think companies need to understand when you sponsor a person. The whole purpose of a sponsorship is you get a new, fresh set of people who's never seen the game before, hopefully never seen the game before. And then they're trying to learn about the game through this person that they like to watch, right? Like imagine Ludwig gets sponsored by AK, right? So if Ludwig gets sponsored by AK, that's a whole so many like eyes that never seen AK before, and then they are experiencing it. But the thing is, if like he doesn't even like the game and you just see him play through, you know, hit the task of play until boss stage, right? And then the funny thing is that usually these sponsored streams they get like the full accounts, the all level 90 build. So he does like imagine he's playing it, he doesn't even understand anything. He pulls some character, puts it to level 90, and then he just learns the skill on the spot. Doesn't even know how to use it. Doesn't even know the boss mechanic. And then everyone in the stream is just going to be like, "Oh, Ludwig, you dumb. Oh, you don't even know what you're doing," right? And then Ludwig's struggling, doesn't even know what he's doing. And that does only a singular stream, and then the stream ends. What does that end up doing? His viewers just would think, oh, this game must be pretty shit. Right? This is the idea of negative sponsorship, which is, yeah, the purpose is to have more eyes. But imagine if more new eyes get converted into everybody collectively agreeing to not play the game. So yeah. So you know what? I know you really don't know what's happening, but this can be a fun game. Oh, neutral. Oh. A bunch of Hololive members love AK but can't stream. The Hololive members really love AK. You want to know also why? It's because they live in Japan. Like a lot of the Hololive people lives in Japan. So you can imagine that when Japan has such a strong AK culture there as well, they will probably get in the game. But they can't stream because they got into the controversy. But this is not with Yostar though, this is with Hypergriff. You think Hypergriff should sponsor Rexland for Enfield next time? Why does Rexland not want to play it because of PC client? I've never really understood people who say I don't want to play the game because there's no PC client. Like, what about a PC client is so revolutionary that an emulator can't do? Be like Northern Lion, not sponsored, didn't think the game was worth it. Now he's addicted as fuck as a free to play. Yeah. Pretty much. So, okay. I think that's all that I will speak of for now. It was a video idea that I wanted to mention about the sponsorships, about the projects that AK chooses to hold with other content creators. That like, I think Yosan needs a bit of a wake up call to understand that they need to find people who care for the game. I'm not saying that it has to be me. It can be literally anyone else. But their job is to source for such people to help with the marketing. So, yeah. Kiara is a mega fan of Arknights. Oh, Kiara loves cosplaying Arknights. Who else? The funny enough thing also is that, you know, the artists of AK, or like the, not the VAs, but the artists and, actually no, I suppose it's just the artists. They also love Arknights a lot. As in those people who have drawn works for Arknights and whatnot. You can tell, like, I mean, you see it from Nami, you see it from Alchemaniac. But when they say that they support AK, they're not talking about like AK Global or AKJP per se. They're just talking about you know, Arknights as a whole, specifically CN, I suppose. So yeah. If they want AK to have the biggest marketing exposure, being on Steam would help. No, I don't disagree. That's just a solution, you know. But a lot of work needs to be done. I think this is the thing that I think about like Enfield as well. That a lot of actions, small actions, needs to be collectively done together to have a massive boom when the game starts. Like being on as many platforms as possible, getting the people who care about the game to stream the game, having a lot of fun activities when the game launch, whether on site or offline. They need it to be a banger start for Enfield to work out a lot. How hard is it to get you official to collab with Holo memes? Just depressing because they won't even make the attempt to content them. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Wait, why are you spamming my chat? What the fuck? My guy. I'm not gonna delete your message, but please stop spamming my chat. Alright. Okay, is there anything else that I should answer as a question? If not, we'll chat about this in a separate stream. Probably tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Saturday. I wanted to do a full-on, because I haven't streamed AK in a while. I wanted to banter about Enfield and AK. No gameplay stream. I just want to chat. Because there's a lot of things in CN, technically EN, and Enfield that I want to discuss. And I don't want to do it now, because I want to go to Malaysia right now. I want to travel. What am I eating for breakfast? I'm past breakfast time. It's 1 p.m. now, so it wouldn't be breakfast. I don't know. What am I going to have? Don't know. I'll think about it later. What advice can I give to a new content creator getting into Arknights content creation? Understand. Okay, I don't know if I have this as an advice. I have this as a tip. Content creation right now is a little bit past its prime in AK, where if you're expecting to come in and you're saying, I want to try it, I want to like get money, I want to get like exposure or something like that, I'll tell you the harsh truth. Growing in AK now is not the same as growing last time. We have a much smaller player base than years ago. I think the size of AK may have depreciated by at least half from 2 or 3 years ago. And yeah, you just need to understand that but that's global, you see. The funny thing is that it's not the same phenomenon in JP. JP has been always a thriving space, and CN is also a thriving space. It's just global. You know, have global ever grown? Like, have global ever had an uptick? It's not like we don't have new players. We have new players, but the new players are coming in slower than the old players that are leaving. That's the phenomenon that we're seeing in AK right now. So first is set your expectations. You're not gonna like massively grow or anything. You're not gonna like have crazy viewership and whatnot. But we need a time of change, really. I think even in the content creation space, I don't take full blame on Yostar on what they're doing, to be honest. I think there's an extent to say content creators have a blame as well. It's funny to say they have a blame when like everyone is leaving. How do you blame people if they're not in the space anymore, right? That's so weird. But let's just speak of like the current people that we have. I think the problem that we foresee also is that we're not very creative. We need talents. I was gonna make this video very soon. Okay, I was gonna make a video to flag out a certain YouTuber, and his name is Rocketer. You guys have probably watched video from Rocketer. Okay, and I think Plus Minus was one of them who made a video about it. So it's about reposters. Okay, and reposters in Arknights, I personally get pissed off by them, because like, do you monetize your videos when you repost stuff from CN from other places and then into the place? The thing about Rocketer is that Rocketer is a bit of a unique case. Rocketer claims that he has all the permission to repost stuff, and he even makes an Excel sheet. So there comes the problem of, well, if he's gotten permission directly from the people, can I say that he's doing it wrong? You know, yeah, Rocketer is close to 100k subs. Rocketer is bigger than Frostbite by sub count. I think almost there. But the thing is, Rocketer's job is technically easy as a content creator, if you think about it. He produces nothing, right? All he does is he reposts from what he finds on Bilibili. Just message someone, puts it up. So can you call him a creative? Right? Like, there's a part of me that says I don't respect people like that as a content creator. However, I will make a video about this, okay? However, can I really blame him? Can I really say he shouldn't exist? Because there's an extent for me to say a person like Rocketer right now is important for the space. Simply because he's reposting artwork, he's reposting valuable content from CN. And as a result, right, he's helping to keep the space alive. You know, what about other CCs, Castle? I mean, I never appreciated reposters in general. Because to me, it's just... I've always thought this way. If 5 people are reposting, why don't I do it as well? I'll get the views too. You know, I just do an easy job, right? Race, let's see who's the first to repost something. You know, like I don't appreciate it in terms of like, honestly, it's just so low effort. But I can't blame these people because of like, they, to an extent, is keeping the place alive. The thing about EN is that we don't have enough artists. We don't have enough animators. We don't have enough people who are creatives. You know, you see like Genshin, how they have several artists who love to draw fan arts. Not Genshin lah, let's just say Hoyoverse. You know, they love to draw all those cute stuff. Like how Blue Archive has Blue Sechi. You all have heard of Blue Sechi, right? It's the same thing. We don't have quite that. We don't have enough of that, rather, in EN. You know, it's, bro, CN are making like full-on movies, full-on like 10-minute animations for people to enjoy that. We don't have a person like that in EN. So in truth, right, when I talk about content creators in the EN space, one is actually, if you guys are talented, put yourself out there. You know, if you can draw, you can animate, you can create skits, do it. We're too dry in our space to do it. The second thing is, if you're trying to content create more as a, like a commentator, as a person to discuss and stuff like that, I might ask that we need to stop going with formulas, to be honest. The formula of, oh, what's new? You know, or like, because here's the thing. The only people who will care about these videos are the people who's currently playing the game. We have a very epidemic-like problem, which is we need more people in the game. We need more people to play the game. Some of you are saying, oh, why don't I make more YouTube content for like niche nights? What do you think? What do you think a HSR player will say? Oh, let me look up Arknights. Let me see someone playing Bird Knights. Okay, nothing against Bird Knights. Sai is gonna hunt me after I said that. It was the first thing that came to my mind. Okay, but like no one's gonna do that. No one who doesn't play AK is gonna go into YouTube and say, "Oh, Zaya's on the stream." You know, or like give me someone with like white-haired knights. You know, give me male only. Yeah, it's fun to us, but you need to think about it. Hoyo players don't give a fuck. Right? The people playing Watering, what's male knights? What are you talking about? So like, you need to realize that we actually need to be a bit newer in the type of content that we make. That is, how do we appease to people who are not playing the game? Why do you care about Hoyo players? Why not? But they can become from a Hoyo player to AK player. don't get so pent up and sensitive. I don't even hate Hoyo players that much. You know, I don't think it's wrong for them to like Hoyoverse or any of their games, because Hoyoverse does a good job in marketing, in giving people the feeling that they're playing a great game. Yeah, they have lots of quality. So can I blame players for saying, why not play that game? Yeah. AK gameplay is kind of boring to watch. Does it seem boring even when you all watch me? AK gameplay is not that entertaining as a stream, which is something that I've heard of a lot. You know, but I think AK can be enjoyed in the same way as like TFT. You know, it is a dedicated player base. It is a player base who likes thinking, who likes the thought process, you know, who likes the challenge. Those are the type of viewers that are in the AK space. You know, you like watching IS runs? Yeah. No, when it comes to IS runs, right, when you all watch like Shield or something, I believe that the way that you're doing it is when it's the new stuff, you put it on the main screen. Like you'll watch it. But if it's like every single normal run, like a casual, let me just do D18 because I feel like it, most of you are putting it second monitor. Most of you are just lurking if you're actually even tuning into the stream. Because I don't disagree, you know. The problem with me playing IS5 right now, if I were to continue playing it, which I would because I haven't cleared ending 5, but I feel for you guys because like I can understand that the problem is floor 1 to 3. The fuck do you need to watch? It's always the same shit. It's not creative by the time you play IS enough. Like the strategies are about the same. Place a sniper here, place a vanguard here, place a defender here. Like it's normal. You know, so you don't quite learn much by watching. You know, you watch me on my second screen all the time. Yeah. So like, yes, I agree that you see, this is something. So I'm just gonna go back to the question of the content creation thing, which is how do you content create now? You need to understand something, which is gameplay doesn't entice people as much. New things does, but new things more often entice people who's currently playing the game. You know, I don't do the same thing as what the other content creators are doing, where like, oh, Leizi Outer is released. Let me bait you with the is Leizi Outer better or Moina is better. Let me tell you with the should you pull for Leizi Outer, you know, type of thing. I could, but like, it's not my thing. Cause the thing is, I find this a bit interesting of myself, which is I don't make videos that I don't want to watch. At least myself. If you guys ask me, right, do you watch other AK content creators? I actually answer no. The only person who I might watch could be Ushio. Time to time. Very, very seldom. Or artists. I don't even watch like the people who make the news videos or like who make like, oh, should you pull this operator? Which is the best operator? Because the thing is, I don't see a need to watch them. You know, I feel like there's a bit more joy for myself to discover it. Yeah, I don't watch any single AKCCs. If you ask me, like, do you watch YouTube? Do you watch streamers? I do. I just watch it for other games. I don't watch it for AK. So, like, when I make my videos, right, like the topics or the things that I discuss about on my videos, I usually just do those things because I know that if I am tuning into YouTube, actually, I would watch what I'm making. That's what I feel. You know, how about Supa? No, don't quite. I'm not into the whole like skit like thing, but that's just me though. He can be very fun. I agree. He's very good energy for the space. So yeah. I feel that now content creators need to work towards figuring out how do you get people who don't play the game to play the game. Because we can have two mindsets. One is keep blaming Yostar, tell them it's their job to market better, to get people into the game. Or the second thing we can do is to be a bit more noble and to say, well, I'll take charge instead. You know, I make my own success type of thing and figure it out. And in that case, yeah, we need more spur to get people to come in the game. Is what I feel. And that is, I have ways on my mind that I've not really quite completed. You know, it can be about telling people why you play AK. You know, of course, I don't mean to shield AK, because shielding AK is also a standardized video, right? Like I saw a comment on some other guy who wrote like a why I like AK. And the comment was like saying, yes, AK fan base watching the 8th video of someone telling you why AK is so good. But like, I think of it more as you can talk to people about what's your story, you know, of AK. Why do you enjoy AK? You can make the fun, like, collabs are also going to be something that I'm going to try. And I feel like playing more like mini games that is related to AK, you know, make people feel that there is a community. I feel it's something that I will work hard towards in my own content creation in the remaining year to come. That is to show off to people that, hey, there's lots of people who care. Let me show you this cosplayer player base. Let me show you the artist side. Let me show you the people who make fan-made musics. You know, I feel that the reason why we don't thrive is because there is no platform. There is no place to show off what we are actually made out of. Yostar doesn't create that space. Hoyo does. Hoyo loves their fan creators. I found out that Hoyo Fest in Singapore has an entire section dedicated to Artist Alley. And I think that is fucking amazing. That, like, they don't just have, you know, the official merch, the official stores, the official booths as well. Hoyo allows their non-official people to take part in the convention, to sell their merchandise. And here's the funny thing. I think I have ever asked that to Yostar before. I ever asked that, why don't you just create a fan-made content, like, type of convention? You know, let the artists who works hard to sell like their own unofficial merch to do so. But apparently, I think their reply is two things. One, Hypergriff seems to be a little bit sensitive about it because of the use of their IP. Like they're a bit like concerned how it's done. And then the second thing is the concern with the things that is portrayed. You know, because if let's say the things or the merch that people make is not canon, and especially if there's like unofficial shipping, or if there's like controversial seeming stuff. I actually don't know if like Hypergriff and Yostar is sensitive towards LGBT stuff. They might be. I don't know. But I can foresee that is their idea of like not being canon. That is like, oh, if you draw people in love with like the male characters, with the female characters a bit too much, it's like, you know, they get worried with the messaging that this gives for the participants of the conventions. And to me, it's just like, well, who the fuck cares? They are still a customer at the end of the day. Let them make money. Let them enjoy what they play the game for. Like if someone enjoys the game because like if they're a girl and they enjoy the girls, like for fuck's sake, why is that an issue? You're not gonna disallow that. Oh yeah, and the fucking mountain lovers, exactly. So many mountain lovers that I've met. Do I think Enfield will end with a boom? End? Or you mean start? Do I think it will? I think it will. So, I think creativity is all that I can put forth for the current content creators. We need to do something different to help the space. You know, Yostar's not helping us anymore. Let's help ourselves until no clue. I do feel like content creation for me right now is almost doing in the blind. Like having a blind faith that if I keep doing what I do, it'll work. I think this is the very reason why Viper and Lee left. They couldn't feel the success. And yet here I am saying that Oh, I think you can do something. So yeah. Alright. I think that's all that I'm gonna say towards this. Yes, Arknights did get bad reputation in Dojins. You're right. So yeah. I'm gonna leave too. No, I'm not gonna leave. I'll stay. I'll stay! Not okay, the only reason I'll leave is not because of Yostar. The only reason I'll leave is if Hypergrave fucks up. Which I'm not foreseeing for some time. It needs to be tremendous for Hypergrave to fuck up. Or like to make the game boring, I feel. But with the track record thus far, no, I'm generally quite pleased with them. So yeah. Chen Outer Part 2. No, Chen Outer didn't even make me feel like I want to leave the game. I didn't give a damn. I was just narrating what happened in CN. But was I affected? No. So yeah. Alright. Why take Psy Games over Yostar? Psy Games made what? Can't remember. What did Psy Games do? Let me check. Oh, Mamusume. Oh, and Grand Blue. No comment, because I don't know them very well. No. Wait. Oh, let me just say this. Would I take Hoyoverse over Yostar? I'll take Hoyoverse external management. Like, give me the event management side of Hoyoverse. The social media management side of Hoyoverse. Yeah, I'll take that over Yostar. Nothing of the internal game. Of course, I hate everything about the internal game itself. Would I wait? Oh wait, no. This is funny. Would I take Project Moon over Yostar? You know what? Project Moon's streams are always so scuffed. But it's almost like that's just the iconic thing about what it is. That I might even take that over Yostar. Yeah. For how low budget it is, how scuffed and how PowerPoint slide it always looks. Yeah, it's just so entertaining that I'll take that. At least it's more candid. It's more real. Project Moon streams are just a Zoom meeting with the CEO. Well, that gives me an idea. I should do like a Zoom meeting type of video. It would be so funny. Yes. Okay. Anyways, if I have a feeling Yostar's watching this stream. They tend to. Okay. Please don't feel so bad about whatever I say. If you happen to watch the stream. Okay. Again, I know you guys are working hard. You guys are put in the job. You know, you work for this place, you're hired, this is where you work now. But just work hard. Really. We fucking care for the game. Please don't do us a disfavor if you're watching this part of the stream. You know. Chat, you can say whatever you want to Yostar. If they are watching. I have a feeling they are. They always spy on my stream. So yeah. John Yostar is watching. Huh. Am I going to do something? Yeah, I'm going out. I'm leaving. I'm leaving, guys. Goodbye, guys. I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. I think I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure. As long as I'm not too tired, then it'll be fine. So yeah. I'll be back and I'll see you guys. I'll post the event overview. I'll probably film the event overview tomorrow. Then I'll post it. So yeah. Alright. Yeah, have fun out. I hope so. I want to eat some good food. So yes. Alright. See you guys. Goodbye.